All right. Welcome to Friday, everybody. Here we go. You guys ready for this? You're not ready for this. You don't know what's going on. Hey, how's it going? Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let's wrap up this week together with some fun. We're going to do a little bit of sea power today. A custom scenario available for everybody for free, made by our good friend and fellow Discord member, Sent. This is part 3 of his Monroe Doctrine series that we're going to get into today. And I am super duper excited to get this one tested. He makes very good scenarios, professional level. I would ask if this video gets anywhere near the devs of Sea Power to look at Sent's missions on the workshop and maybe consider incorporating some of those into the game, because he is knocking it out of the park. And as we go into this game, we'll see what happens. He is definitely very talented in making compelling scenarios with surprises that are not unfair to the player. And if you make a mistake, you'll pay for it. Yeah. So I'm always excited to see a new Sent mission come out, and I'm super happy for that. Also, if Mr. Red Devil is here, and he may not be here yet, I just saw that on Wednesday he gifted a lot of subscriptions on Twitch. So thank you for gifting those if you're here, and if you're not, I'll wait till I see your name in chat. I'll say it again. So I try not to miss stuff like that, but apparently I did, or I don't remember thanking him, so I want to make sure I do that. So you can see that I've got a number of Monroe Doctrine scenarios here. This is chapter 2. So we're going into chapter 2. This one's called Silver and Lead. Silver and Lead. That's part 3, or number 3 of his series. And a little less conversation, a little more action, please. I love the reference. Little Elvis lyrics there. Year's 1998. High score's 30. Well, I did start the scenario to make sure that it runs. So I wonder if that's my score for doing that. I don't know. It does work, so we're going to get into it. Let's see. San Diego's here. Yeah, welcome. Oh, man, that's cool. Mr. Hello. Yeah, let's go ahead and load up the scenario here. Yeah, Friday, man. I don't know which day I look forward to the most. I mean, Wednesday's a lot of fun because we play Cold Waters there. But this is the end of the week. You know, I'm done editing. I can have some fun now. We still have a lot of uploads to do over the weekend, but... Oh, and I promised you guys that I would do a report, a video on the battleship, the new American battleship class, if the report to Congress was generated by the Government Accountability Office. Well, that dropped last night. They did it. The crazy sons of gun over at the Government Accountability Office dropped a 2-page report for Congress, things to consider, for approving the new American battleship called the Trump class. And so I got that to do, but not today. Today we're going to have some fun. All right, let's start this scenario. One thing I've learned with Sent scenarios, pay attention to the briefing. Because if you don't follow the rules of engagement, you can find yourself on the short end of the stick and failing the mission. So we don't want that to happen. Real quick, I'm going to check my levels. I think everything is fine here. Beware the swivel hips. Yeah. Yeah, that's Elvis. Oh man, he was so talented. You know, I'm a fan of some of Elvis's music, but he really was an icon of his age, and very just super talented guy. I think that's pretty unquestionable. I think most people would agree with that. All right, message: silver or lead? In other words, pay us or get the boot. All right. If you remember last week, we did a Panama mission. That was part of the series. We liberated Panama last Friday. So we liberated them from the brutal grasp of communism, because that's what we do here. Victory came at a cost. We had we lost the Connolly. DDG 979 was sunk. We can't replace those Tomahawk missiles she had, so we're down those. Our troops arrested revolutionaries in Panama and found documents exposing what was behind the revolution to begin with, because color revolutions are rarely organic. They usually have some funding but behind them. In return, the communists have agreed to ignore cartel activities. This is an example of Panama, if they're allowed to operate there. We also have learned that an unnamed foreign nation has supplied modern weapons to the cartels. This is a real threat. So the cartels that we're fighting today are going to be able to punch back with some modern weapons. We'll have to see what those are. I don't know. We cannot allow two foreign powers to have this kind of influence in our backyard. Gee, I wonder who those two foreign powers are. We'll find out. We have learned the locations of several hidden drug labs in both Colombia. So we're introducing Colombia to the mix now, and Venezuela. With USS James Monroe in the Caribbean, we're ready to strike. We're finding while finding the drug lab locations, we are witnessing a surge in cartel activity. Cartels are nearing the end and have dispatched their best smuggling vessels and aircraft in a last-ditch attempt to save their operation. Flying Ace 4 flight will destroy their communications, so I'll have to keep an eye on them. They're over here. You see Flying Ace 4 is a flight of 2. Okay, they're already up in the air. Beware, there's local fishermen in the area of operation. Harming them will lead to an aborted mission. So this is why we read the brief. If we bomb a fishing boat, game over, we lose. Can't do that. That's a red line. Okay, the Thomas Jefferson has returned to port for maintenance. We've replaced her with the Virginia CGN-36. That's a nuclear-powered cruiser. Replacing the USS South Carolina has joined the area of operation as well. Beware, a powerful Soviet surface action group is nearby and has expressed interest in the MV Queen. Oh, the Queen is a tanker. That's part of the sanctioned tanker fleet. Interesting. Okay. We do not know yet what they intend to do. Stay alert. Wow. So we might have a Soviet action group to deal with. That's a real threat. They could throw a lot of missiles at us, and that would be a bad time. All right. So our main objectives. This is all we got to do. Sink the Go Fast. Those are easy. Finding a Go Fast, easiest thing in the world. They stand out like a sore thumb on sonar and radar. Not a problem. Sink narco submarines. Very easy as well. Those things are not quiet. Destroy all the drug labs. This will be harder because we don't know where they're at. We know they're in Colombia and Venezuela. That's a lot of real estate. So that's probably going to be the hard thing to do. Secondary objectives. Sink the Queen. Whoa. Okay, so as an objective, we're going to sink this tanker that the Soviets have interest in. That might be bad. It is only a secondary objective. We'll have to hold off on that. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Rules of engagement are weapons tight. Now, this doesn't check with Sink the Queen. You can't be weapons tight and have a destroy primary objective. Maybe it's weapons tight when not doing that. That's how I'm going to interpret that. And that's the end of the briefing. Okay, so look out for a tanker named Queen. Find the surface action group so we can track them, not attack them, but just keep an eye on them. Find all the narco subs and drug boats. That should be easy as hell. And then be careful of modern weapons. The cartels have modern weapons in this scenario. So,
new intel message received.
All right, and we got an intel message right away. Let's read that. Panama, that's the briefing. Okay, so it's the briefing again. Got it. Not a problem. All right, here's our carrier. Let's take a look at the big picture here. We've already got a submarine, 2 submarines. What's this? We got Go Fast. Okay, so the Go Fast are already located on the map, that's realistic. I'm telling you, these guys are easy to find. Oh, shit. Okay. And we got a unknown sub there. All right, let's get some stuff launched here real quick. Let's get to the carrier. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, flight deck. Here we go. All right, so who's my Ready 5 aircraft? We have Vikings. All right, let's launch all the Ready 5 stuff. Whoops, whoa. Almost aborted that one. Let's get some Tomcats in the air. I want air cover. Intercept. Yeah, let's go with air-to-air intercept. Gambler flight of 2. Twice. 2 flights of 2. Let's get them up. All right, so we have a lot of aircraft already. Okay, let's go left to right, from west to east. Here's the South Carolina. We have some Go Fast that they could take out pretty easily. There's something right there. We're not sure what that is. We have some unknown contacts up here. And right there, okay. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of consolidate until I get a handle on the situation. Because we have a large area of operations here. So let's start. What's Flying Ace? What is a Flying Ace? A Flying Ace is an attack aircraft. Okay, so it's an A6. Got it. So Flying Ace is A6. Let's I don't want anybody going feet dry right now. I want everybody to kind of hang back. See, this guy's already on his attack run. I'm not ready for that. We're going to put everybody kind of in a holding pattern until I know. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're not doing that. Everybody's in a holding pattern until I figure out what's going on. All right. Got that one. What's this guy? Oh, here's one of our S3s. Does he have torpedoes? He does. Okay. Let's get him down on the deck. Navigation. There it is. Let's get him down to 500 feet. And let's put him right there. Also, we want to mark these submarines in case they fade. So let's go to circle. Give me a little small circle here. There's a small chance we lose contact. So, oh, right here. Like we've already lost contact on this guy. Okay. So we want to go there while we're taking aircraft off. Let's take a look at our carrier here. Oh, man. All right, so we just launched a couple aircraft. I'll get those guys up in just a second. Let me finish what I was doing here. Gambler Flight 3. What's a Gambler Flight? Gambler Flight is F-14s, and they are at 35,000 feet. Oh, wow. Okay. Nope. Oh, what's this? Hold on. What's this up here? How fast are you going? 560 knots and accelerating. Okay, we're under attack. Shit. Hold on. Let's move you up here. Figure out what's happening with that. Closeout 4. Closeout 4 is my radar plane. He's rotating and radiating. He's got a little bit of protection from Gambler 3, so I'm going to leave him there. My cruiser's coming back. Flying Ace 3, what are you guys? Flying Ace is ground attack plane. And, no. Okay, you guys, just going to pull them back for now. We have Gambler Flight 4. Gambler Flight 4. Yeah, let's do that. I want to protect my Barracuda. So we'll kind of do this. There we go. What's this? All right, so here we have, okay, this is a Russian naval helicopter. So potentially this guy here is Russian. Yeah, matter of fact, all these guys are. Let's make them neutral. These are naval helicopters. So here we go. Very large radar contact. Okay, that's probably the SAG down there. All right, let's get our flights up. Okay, Gambler 7 still taking off. Gambler 5 is airborne. Where's your wingman at? I don't see him. Where's your wingman? Where's your buddy at? Okay, he's coming alongside now. Let's make sure that they're on station before we give them an order. All right, so that's a concern. We're under attack. Who are these guys? 492 at 50 feet. This guy's doing 400 knots at 50 feet. And so this guy's doing 500 knots at 50 feet. That's not a civilian aircraft. All right, it's definitely military. It might be Russian. I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure about that. Hold on. Gambler Flight 4, where are you at? Gambler Flight 4. I want to identify these guys. Let's call them. They're probably not going to answer because they're military, but I'm asking them to identify themselves. All right, where's Gambler Flight 5 at? Gambler Flight 5. Are you guys on station yet? What the hell? Okay, you're there. All right, let's have you come up here and talk to these knuckleheads. Get you up to 35,000 feet. Navigate at altitude, 35,000. So I got Gambler 5 and Gambler 3 heading north. Gambler 7, are you formed up yet? Whoa! Well, there's your buddy. We almost witnessed a mid-air collision. All right. Oh, we got another radar plane. Okay, so we got 2 radar planes. There's nobody protecting these. This is a... All right. Let's take Gambler Flight 7 and protect the radar plane. Jesus. 35. All right, situation is we have unknown air contacts that are definitely military in nature down here, unknown. We have probable Russian surface action group to the southeast. Lots of go fast. I got plenty of time to take them out. They're not a threat. They have no weapons. Who's this? Hold on. This guy's 560 knots at 35,000 feet. This could be a civilian airliner. Let's ask him to identify him. If he's civilian, he'll radio right away. Let's go through all of our surface unknown contacts and ask them to identify themselves. Some of these might be fishermen. How about this guy? These 2 look like they're in formation, but I'm going to ask the unknown contact to identify himself. See if we get any answers. Who were these unknowns? Oh, wow. They're not submarines, so not too worried about that. Is the South Carolina, is she dark? Okay, her radar is on. Why don't we have contact? Hold on. What's the range there? That's only 30 nautical miles. Her radar should be seeing these. These are go fast. Is the sea state really bad? Oh, I can see. No, it's not bad at all. This guy should be on our radar. Okay, that's weird. I'm not too worried about that. All right, so Gambler Flight's going out. Where's my Barracuda? I want you to find this submarine again, so you come on over here. I've got 2 ASW planes. One's going after that guy. Let's send this guy down to here. I've already got a Barracuda on him. Actually, this dude. You fall back. I don't know. I'm assuming this is a narco. Oh, it says narco sub. So we already have a classification on it. Like if it was a kilo, that would be very different. We would not want to start a war with Russia. That'd be a bad time. Just ask Ukraine. All right. Let's bring him down to 50 feet. Since we already have a classification on him, so let's just go and attack. Let's drop a Mark 46 on this knucklehead, since we already know what he is. All right, so this guy's weapon's hot. He's going in. Let's take a look at my major fleet. Now, these guys should be an MCON, and thank goodness they are. Okay, so our carrier is not rotating and radiating, giving away his position to the world. I don't remember if I asked these guys to identify themselves. I already know they're military because of their speed. Civilian airplanes do not do 500 knots at 50 feet. I can't think of a single one that does. Oh, crap. You guys got to get down. All right, these guys are up at 34,000 feet. Gambler Flight 4. Gambler 4. Make your altitude, like 1,000 feet. You got to get down. Okay. That submarine has faded, probably because we turned around. We were probably holding them on our hull-mounted sonar, I assume. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, what's this? We are not good. This is another Barracuda. I don't want to get close to the mainland right now. I'll tell you what, Barracuda, I'll put eyeballs on this guy. Tell me who he is. Because he's getting close to my South Carolina, and he's not responding to radio calls either, so he might be military. Or he's just being a jerk, not paying attention to his radio. Smoking and joking out there. So this guy, he's going to go down there. He's going to see who that is. We're definitely under attack, though. This is a problem. How far away is he? Let's get a range circle out for reference from our carrier. Let's make it an 80-mile range circle. All right, about 80 miles there. So that gives us an idea. We got time. Whoever this is, he's nowhere close. He's up at 36,000 feet. This might be a bomber. How fast is he? 560. Yeah, that might be a bomber. Okay. So this guy's by himself. This is Sprucan. Yeah. Spruance class destroyer. Really good ship. Really good ship. He can operate by himself and be fine, but if we have a SAG over here, I don't want him trying to defend against the SAG. I'm going to consolidate, I think, my surface forces a little bit closer. I'm not going to make them part of the same fleet, but I'm going to bring them within mutual defense range, is my plan right now. Okay, we got to regain on the submarine there. Excellent. Oh, shit. What's this? All right. Oh, wow. We're under attack. Okay, so missile. That's a YJ-83. This is a Chinese missile. All right, so now we know China's helping Venezuela, or helping the cartels, just to be clear. Oh, boy. That's going towards Osseldorf. Okay. Gambler Flight 4, where are you at? Are you on the ground? Okay, guys are low. Can you put a weapon on that chuckle hair? Let's designate these guys hostile first. Yeah, everybody hostile. How close are you to that? Maybe. All right, I'm gonna see if that Phoenix can reach out and touch that knucklehead. Other than that, I'm really concerned about these missiles. These guys are hauling ass. All right, I got a Phoenix off on the missiles. We're gonna push. Try and take him nose on, head on. Let's make sure Osseldorf has all of his radars on. He does. And he's weapons tight, but he'll defend himself against a missile attack. So I can leave him in weapons tight for right now. Really what we want to watch is this engagement right here. We have 4 times 2. So at least 8 weapons coming in on the Spruance destroyer. That's not bad. We can manage that. If it's 8, it's not bad. Especially if I knock one out here with a Phoenix. Make it 7. All right, let me catch up. Hey, Alonzo, thank you for moderating over there on Kick. I appreciate it. Welcome to it. Free Fire Friday. That's what we'll call Fridays. I'm writing that down. So we got War Crime Wednesday and Free Fire Friday. Free has 2 E's in it. Free Fire, because we're giving away free missiles. We're giving away free samples to everybody. I like that. Actually, and YouTube will like that too. YouTube does not like the word war crime. YouTube algorithm is like, what? My streams that have that as the title, I found out from Wednesday, get extra super duper scrutiny from the algorithm, and it gets demonetized. I don't care, but I have to change the title. I have to make it something different. What's going on? Why aren't you guys shooting? Okay, whatever. I don't know what's happening. Okay, you guys are super duper dumb.
Ceasefire, track.
Ceasefire?
Ceasefire, track.
Shoot these things.
4.
Come on, turn and burn, baby. Get in there. There you go. Yeah, get some. We're shooting at missiles. Missile on missile violence here. You hate to see it. Times are hard. Please tell me we got a hit. Nope, that didn't work at all. Let's try it again.
Engaging track.
Shoot again.
Fox 1. Engaging track 706. Fox 1.
I don't think we're hitting these missiles with our missiles. This may be the wrong tool for the job. Oh yeah, that was definitely a miss. Jeez Louise. Where are you at? All right, they just went under you. That's the target. Go get them.
Fox 2. Engaging track 7052.
I'm trying to keep my destroyer alive by knocking out some of these missiles. I don't think we hit a single one yet. Oh, no, that one right in the water.
Ceasefire.
Okay, well, don't get anywhere near the destroyer because he's about to throw some rounds. This guy's going to try and shoot him down with guns. I appreciate the effort. Ugh. Can you catch up to this missile? The YJ-83 is pretty fast. But so is the F-14. Alright, we're going to watch a gun run here, folks. F-14 versus cruise missile. Come on, man. Catch up to him. What are you doing? Hit the loud lever. He's having trouble lining them up. Use the forest, Luke. We're getting really close to the destroyer. I'm going to have to wave these guys off so we don't get some friendly fire going on. Oh, that sucks. Come on, man. Shoot him. Oh, this is bad. Okay.
Ceasefire. Track.
Yeah, just get over here. Let me get on you.
Birds away. Track. Track. 7.
There we go. Hell yeah, get some.
0. 5. 2.
Mark VLS 41 for the win.
Birds away. Track. Track. 7.
It's time to eat.
0. 4. 8.
I just had to get friendly out of the way. He was trying, but it was taking too long.
Birds away. Track. Track. 7. 0. 5. 6.
Wow, we are missing a lot. This is not good.
Away. Track. Track. 7.
Holy
0.
smokes.
5. 7.
We are rolling ones. And that isn't... This is not going to end well.
Away. Track.
This is not going to end well at all.
0. 5. 5.
Roll better. Randomness.
Birds away. Track. Track. 7. 0. 6. 0.
Now, that was a good series of hits on the horizon there. That was good. Looks like there's one left. What are we waiting on?
Birds away. Track.
There you go. Yeah.
7. 0.
Keep shooting until they're all gone. That's the rule. Yeah. There's one left. Come on. Oh, we got him. Yay. Okay. Destroyer gets to live for now. Holy smokes, that was close. Everybody's out of weapons.
Roger. Turn. Roger. Turn.
So you RTB. Orders RTB.
Roger.
How's my audio? Audio's good. Sorry if I'm being loud. I might have spiked the microphone there. Orders RTB. This guy has one missile left. That's not enough.
Away.
Weapon away. Oh, we're shooting the... What are we doing? Oh, we were shooting the narco sub. Well, doggone it. Hold on. You need to put a sonar buoy down. So he dropped the weapon at the last known position. You know, his best guess. What's this guy doing? Let's see what the weapon's doing. Alright. He's out searching around, that's fine. Okay, so now what's this? This guy changed course. 560. These two are doing the same speed and on the same course. They're probably... There we go. That's a MiG-23. Hell yeah. Gambler Flight 5. Get on him. I'm going to call these guys hostile because they're approaching in the same order. This is a bit of a gamble on my part because if I'm wrong, there'll be some explaining to do. I don't think I'm wrong.
Okay.
So these guys are burning up to 35,000 feet, going to engage with one Phoenix missile on. There's probably more than one, but it shows only one on the radar. If they're like in a tight formation, that'll happen. Okay. Flying aces. I'll tell you what. Let's start knocking out these go fast. Why don't you put a GPU on him? Yep. This flying ace here. You put a GPU 10 on this chucklehead. What else do we have? Gambler. Gambler's he's a fighter. 35,000 feet. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. What else do we have? Flying aces. That's a go fast. Let's put a weapon on this chucklehead.
Engage track 7068 Fox 3.
All right. All right, we're lofting some missiles at that incoming MiG-23. I wonder if we can see what nationality it is. Like, we already know Chinese missiles are coming at us. What kind of flag do you have? Is that Cuban? Oh my gosh, these guys are from Cuba. So Cuba and China are supporting Venezuela. And there's a Russian surface action group. That could be 3 different countries. All right. So yeah, not good. We're outnumbered in terms of nations. Oh hey, we got this guy back. Is he dead or is he injured? He's on the surface. Oh, he's on fire. All right. Well, if he's on the surface and on fire, we're gonna let him be able to let the Coast Guard know. And we're just gonna watch him. I'll keep my Barracuda overhead. Tell him to orbit over the submarine. Holy crap! We went to space. Where the hell are these MiGs at? Are they in orbit? They're not in orbit. Why is our missile in orbit? Huh. Okay. He's way the hell up there. Cubans are flying cigar-shaped objects? Yeah. A good Cuban cigar is good. Yeah, yeah. I don't smoke or anything, but I can appreciate cigar smoking. Even though I don't really do it. Okay, we're coming back down out of orbit. Like the hammer from God. All right, everything looks good. Looking good. That's the missile right there. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Oh, it's leveling out. So these guys are up here in this altitude. We're only 15 miles away. Can you guys see it? It's right above my head. I'll have to move my head out of the way. I'll read chat as soon as things calm down. This is very high tempo at the moment. All right, we just classified a new target, Bandit Air. I'll have to see who that is in a second. I want to see this intercept. If this misses, there's 2 of them right there. You can see. All right, we got one of them. Where's the other Bandit Air? Where's the other hostile air at? Oh, what the hell? Did our Phoenix missile catch up to him? Oh, he hit the ground. Pfft. Dummy. We're not fighting their finest. Okay, I'm just saying. Holy crap. How about this one? This is the best guess. This might be a very short game if this is a civilian airliner. Nope, that was a fighter of some kind. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, get some. Shooting a Phoenix at him. And we got one more here. Nicely done. All right. I wonder what kind of weapons these guys have. What does Cuba have? So they got some anti-ship missiles. And those are air-to-air missiles right there. So they're coming in with 2 of these things. See if I can read the label. I don't know if that's Chinese or not. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're going to blow them to Kingdom Come either way. What's our narco sub doing? Is he just sitting there? Crap. our mission is to destroy this guy, but what we're doing here is we're allowing the crew to get off. They're on the surface. We're going to simulate they're getting off. We'll give them 15 minutes to do that. Make a little timer there.
Bombs away.
Bombs away. Wait, what? Who are we bombing?
Track 70.
Oh, yeah, GBU. Yeah.
Fox 1.
I think we're bombing this guy right now. Okay. Let's see what happens here. All right, got him.
008.
All right, he's one down. That guy's going that way. You know what? We could probably put disabling fire on this guy.
Engaging track 70.
I'm going to try and disable his engines with my 5-inch gun.
Splash track.
All right, we got that dude too.
3, 1.
Awesome. All right, so MiGs are toast. Is there anybody else up here? No. Okay. Gambler 5 and Gambler 3. So Gambler 3, come on back to here. Where's Gambler 5 at? Gambler 5, let's tighten you up. Okay. Let's protect our radar plane. Our radar plane has no protection right now. Okay. So far, so good. So Gambler 7's protecting our radar plane here. Gambler 4, he's RTB because he's Winchester, so is Gambler 4. Drop a sonar buoy here because there's definitely a submarine there. Uh-oh. There we go. Sonar buoy. Above the layer. These diesel boats, the narco subs can't dive very far. They just go right under the surface and that's it. That's where they run. Because their exhaust is piped along the back of the submarine and goes out the back literally on the top. So instead of it being a submarine like you would think, these narco subs are semi-submersible vehicles where the exhaust is released and it has enough pressure to keep the water from coming in that pipe. Because of the diesel engine, it just keeps pushing it out, which keeps the water out. As long as they keep that diesel engine running, they won't flood. That's how that works. Now, I think for the game, I'm going to double check this. They're using an old, looks like an old German boat. Oh, it looks like a Ming almost. Yeah, they're using an old diesel boat. But imagine if there was a pipe running back along the top of from the sail area, back along the top, that's the exhaust of the narco subs. IRL. Oh, what's this? Okay, so we did get it out. Okay, this is definitely a fishing boat. If we accidentally bomb him, it's game over. So we want to make sure. I'm going to mark him as friendly. All right, I marked him as friendly, but it didn't change his symbol. But hopefully the game records him as friendly. I don't want to accidentally engage that. All right, are we shooting rounds? Not yet. How fast is this guy going? He's doing 50 knots probably? 40 knots. We're probably not going to catch him. We're fast, but we're not 40 knot fast. Okay. All right, let's get some combat air patrol up.
Bombs away. Roger. Turn 096.
See what our options are. So we have some Tomcats. Wow, we don't have many planes. What the hell? This must be simulating that we have depleted stocks from the previous battle. That's what I think is happening here. Let's do... I want a Phoenix missile for sure. We only have 16 Phoenix missiles total. So we want to be careful about that. We don't want to run out. I'm already landing some F-14s, so they'll be rearmed. Here we go. We don't have a classification on this guy. I know it's hostile. But if it's like a Russian sub, we don't want to attack it. Like, we're not at war with Russia. Not yet, anyway. That might change. All right, Gambler Flight 5. They're going down there. Gambler Flight 3. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. This is great. How much time do we have left on that narco sub? We got about 8 minutes, and then we're going to sink them. Okay. And I'm going to read some chat now for the first time. How's it going? Since you found that a harm can sink a carrier, I could always try a Sidewinder on a narco. Yeah, maybe. We could try some different things. For sure. Now, because we have a large body of water to search, finding all the narco subs might be tough. But we're going to do our best. They should be easy to find because they're not quiet. They're designed to do a one-way trip to one of the islands. This is a big misconception about narco subs and these go fast. They're not going directly to the United States, of course. They're going to one of these other countries where they pass the drugs off to somebody else. Then they, island hop their way towards the United States. All right, so he maneuvered when we put a buoy out. That... Well, of course, a narco sub can maneuver as well. Let me see. I'm gonna drop an active sonar buoy on it and see if that changes the calculus here. We should have a really good classification on this dude right now between these two sonar buoys. Above the layer. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm dropping everything above the layer. Now, if any of these subs dive deep, then we know that it's not a narco sub. It's something else. I'm just trying to avoid escalation at this point. Because we do have a Russian SAG right here, and they're green for now. Let's not get crazy. I'll tell you what, we have this ASW plane that's not doing anything right now. Let's identify these other unknown targets, because if they're civilian, they should be responding to call. I say should be with big time air quotes because I've been in the Bahamas a lot trying to contact civilian pleasure craft that pay no attention to their radios. That is so common, you would be surprised. It's very common. All right, that's a go fast. We knew about that one. Yeah, he's just outside our range, it looks like. Let me just check my 5-inch range one more time. Ah, we're so close. But this dude here is going to drop him a little note. Let him know. You know what? The South Carolina will be in position to pick up survivors. So we can do that. Barracuda. I'll tell you, but let's drop a string of sonar buoys. Let's start looking for narco subs. Yeah. Like I said, they're really noisy, so we can space these out. I'm dropping them all above the layer, like I said. So we're going to start doing our formal ASW search. I should get one going in front of the carrier, too. There we go. Narco sub. It's classified. Okay, let's sink that son of a gun. Who's Venom Plight? I already forgot what I've done. Oh, I expected him to be Gambler again, but they changed the name on me. Okay. Let's get you up. Oh, what the hell? We have multiple submarines here. That's not good.
Roger. Turn 2, 3.
You're going to be a combat air patrol, so get up in the air.
Altitude 3, 5, 0, 0, 0.
Tell you what. Come on, man. What the hell? Drop a weapon on him.
Engaging track 7,
I'm going to move my marker to this other submarine. I'm going to find out what we have here. Now, I want something I just noticed is we don't have a sub at all. Okay. Oh, here we go. An ASW helicopter. You come over here.
turn 2, 5, 6.
If this guy was like Aquila, we'd be in a world of trouble. I might turn the fleet, actually. Once we're done with air operations, let's go ahead and turn. Because I don't know
Whip it away.
if we're going to get torpedoed here.
Hit track 7, 0, 6, 8.
That might be the drug runner.
Turn to course 0, 1, 2.
Let's head up towards Haiti here. Just head north a little bit. All right, so we took out the go fast. Excellent. This guy's changing course, going to head back to his waypoint. It's too bad we didn't get to disable the ship, the go fast. Oh, there's another one back here. Mark his position.
Roger. Turn 2.
I want you to stay down here at 50 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 5, 0.
I'm going to go ahead and break this guy off from formation. Leave formation. Give the game a few seconds to register that order. So now we got 2 different flights. You're not going to be dropping a bomb from 50 feet, so let's change that. That was a mistake.
7, 0.
Let's go to 1,000 feet.
Roger. Go to altitude 1, 0, 0.
What did we just hit? Not that one. Somebody shot something and I missed it. Okay, we're going to start putting together an air package to go after these units down here. I don't know if we're allowed to shoot these. What's this? 176 knots. That's a Cessna. Yeah, these guys are Cessnas. These are very slow civilian aircraft.
Buoy away.
Did you guys not attack? Okay, I don't know.
Engaging track 7, 0, 9, 2.
How much time we have on this guy? Oh, what's that? Why is that hostile?
Whip it away.
He's got 2 more minutes. Oh, did he already sink out? Yeah, they're not escaping from that depth. Good luck with that. All right, let's go ahead and finish him off.
Engaging track 7, 0, 7, 2. VID track.
Oh, I see. That's just a radar contact. We still don't know exactly what it is, but it is hostile. Torpedoes going in on this one. Here we go. And watch this sub attack. No Vice like Miami Vice?
Hit track
All right.
7, 0, 9, 2.
He should be done. This guy's making 5 knots. Let me put a weapon, not a weapon. Let's put a sonar buoy up here. Why are we not turning? Oh, it's performing air ops still. Oh, we're trying to land this fighter. That's what's going on. Well, good thing we don't have to do torpedo evasion. This guy needs to get his rear end on the deck. Stop screwing around, Maverick. So protecting the carrier, we have this nuclear cruiser here, a Virginia class. And we have this guy here, Gate. Oh, a Ticonderoga. This is good. Now, he doesn't have the VLS. He's got the rails, but it's still... He can throw a lot of hardware up in the air. I want to get a class on that. This is clearly not an attack submarine, or else we'd have torpedoes coming in the water at us. Oh yeah, this one here. We can watch this.
Hit track.
Yep, we just hit that one.
7072.
So he's toast. All right. Now we know this guy's hostile, but we don't know what he is. I'm gonna be real cheeky. I'm gonna try and get a visual on him. If he's got any kind of air defense, I might be in trouble here. Probably 16 nautical miles, so let's stay outside that.
On station.
If we see any kind of fire control, I'll come off of him. We'll evade. He's not shooting at this Barracuda. Okay. That guy's running home to mama. Let's make sure my other cruiser's doing the same thing. I'm trying to consolidate my fleet right now, because we have a lot more hostiles than just a couple of drug boats. I've got a couple ships out here by themselves. That's not good.
On station.
You're supposed to be... Oh. Do you not see him?
Buoy away.
Hold on a second.
Roger. Turn 3.
What's your altitude? 1,000 feet. Just look down. You should be able to see what this is. This was literally a boat. There he is. Yeah, it's a go fast. Shoot him.
Engage track 7101.
Okay. You can right-click information on him to get more example, says Toby. Yeah, so check this out. Let me do this. I don't want to attack him. Hold on. Let's make sure I'm not about to give an attack order. So it gives me friendly, neutral, hostile information. Oh, this is what you meant. This is what you meant. So we have Yamato. I don't think it's the Yamato. I'm pretty sure she sunk a long time ago. Shikaku. Nuclear. Well, it's either the Yamato or the Shikaku. That's weird. I don't know about that. How about we just put eyeballs on him and see what he looks like? Oh, I was waiting. Let's watch. Let's watch it. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye.
101.
There he is. No need for a follow-up on that one. All right. Do you have a radar? And it is on. So let me turn this radar. Let me get him up to 6,000 feet. And let's make sure there's no other flipping fast boats out here. Because for some reason, the South Carolina radar, for as good as it is, can't see nothing. I don't know what's going on with that. It's something weird. Like, we were right next to that Go Fast. He did not see him. Not on radar. We had him through other means. All right. Is this guy landed yet? Yeah, he's right there. All right. You guys going to change course? Okay, it won't change course until he's in the hangar. Yeah, head up that way.
On station.
Because we have very limited number of combat air patrol, I'm going to be real conservative on the approach. I mean, we still have to conduct flight ops down here. But the A6 is a very long range. So where's Venom Flight? Let's get them in position. All right, so this is going to be the beginning of our air package. I want them down here.
195.
Once we get on our new course, I'm going to launch the A6s. We're going to start doing some seed. Suppression of enemy air defense. Get rid of those. These are all SAMs down here. These 4 red things. And I don't know what these are. These are radar returns, is what it says. And that's a Cessna. Now, a Cessna is a civilian plane. It might also be a drug-running plane. I don't know. Our mission was to take out the Go Fast and the submarines. They didn't say anything about the Cessnas in the briefing. All right, let's watch what this guy finds. He's coming up on this ship. All right, it's a fishing boat. Why didn't you answer your damn radio? Oh, you can't drop a Mark 46 on that. Go fast.
Roger. Turn 311.
All right, we're going to do a flyby. Not too close. I'm going to get within about 10 miles of this contact over here. Let me turn on your radar.
Air search on. Radar eye.
And we're going to drop some sonar buoys up here as well. Just drop a stick of them. Okay. Yeah, just to fly by, I agree. As we get older, it's harder to see our bands that we grew up with play venues because we see ourselves aging in them. And I also agree with modern music. I really don't. Oh, there we go. There's something right there. That better not be a missile launch. What the hell is that? Hold on. Is that a glitch? What is... There's something white right there. What the hell is that? There's a box on the ocean.
On station.
What the hell?
Buoy away.
Okay, that's weird. That's funny. I think that's a glitch of some kind. Good Lord. All right, go fast as toast. We can get rid of this circle now. Here we go. It's a merchant. Oh, this is the tanker. Yeah, it's Queen right there. Yeah. So she is our secondary objective. Ugh. All right, we got one stick of sonar buoys there. I'm going to keep an eye on her now that we know where she is. Let's move our radar plane a little bit closer. We're going to make sure we don't lose her. I mean, she's a flippin' tanker. I don't think we're going to lose her, okay? But let's put Gambler Flight 7.
Roger. Turn 132.
His whole point in life is to defend this plane. And we're going to start dropping some sonar buoys here. Oh. Making sure there's no more narco subs, right? That's what I'm thinking. So we got a stick going to the west and a stick going to the north. And we're going to start walking that through. I'm intentionally not getting anywhere near this, what I believe is that Russian fleet. We don't want to trigger anything with them. And we'll just watch the merchant. The merchant's sailing towards the Russians. Huh. So they're probably going to meet up. What's this? Another Cessna. These Cessnas are flying in formation. I don't know about that. Unless they're put on some kind of air show. Who's flying aces? These are bombers, right? All right, this is flying ace 4. Let's take flying ace 4 and have him come over here.
Roger. Turn
We'll bomb that guy.
085.
That's another go fast right there. We got a harpoon. Let's not waste a harpoon on a go fast. The harpoon is literally worth more than that ship is. I'm just going to keep using my A6s to take these guys out. Where's Flying Ace 3? Flying Ace 3 is right here. Let's move you up to here.
Turn 07.
Flying Ace 1. Move you to there.
Turn 098.
And we know that that guy's a fishing boat. Okay.
Buoy away.
Acoustic return. So this is green. That might be like a biologic or something. Let's put our helicopter over here and figure out what the hell this is. How's our helicopter not have dipping sonar? It's probably a whale.
Buoy away.
Oh, we found another one. Here we go. Here we go. I'll tell you what. We'll finish putting our buoy field out, and then we're going to prosecute that. There's probably a ton of these narco subs everywhere. I can't stop my sonar search every time I see one. We're just going to mark that position and the direction he's going, and we'll deal with him later.
On station.
Why isn't this guy dropping? Oh, he's looking for go fast. That's what he's doing.
On station.
There's Flying Aces.
Buoy away.
So I think what I want to do is I want to start arming some of these Flying Aces with anti-radar missiles, and we're going to start knocking out radars. So let's have him as a flight RTB.
Roger, RTB.
And him too. Let's split up this formation. Have him leave formation. And you're going to RTB.
Roger, RTB.
Because we're really light on airplanes. We don't have much. All right, the battle group's going north. Steady on course. Awesome. Let's get our first package up. Yeah, we've only got 20 aircraft total. That's not much. Half of them are helicopters. Okay. What kind of loadouts can we get? Why does an intruder have an air-to-air loadout? That doesn't make any sense. All right, seed. 4 harms, 6 harms. 6 is better than 4. How many can I send up? All right, let's send a flight of 4, and we're going to go cook. So I've already got Venom on station right here. We're going to establish air superiority here. How fast is this guy going? 7 knots. This guy's hauling butt. For if he's a narco sub, which he probably is. I'm just curious if I have another Barracuda somewhere I'm not using. Right here. Okay, no, that guy's dropping sonar buoys. And this guy's looking for go fasts.
Buoy away.
Gambler Flight 5. Let's make sure he's got orders. He's all the way down here at the bottom of the
On
list.
station.
So he's hanging out. He's loitering at 35,000 feet. So I'll put him over here.
Turn 194.
Venom Flight 5 is there. So we'll have 2 different groups watching for incoming air. And then our A6s are going to come in behind these 2 groups and take out some of these radars. I'm concerned about what the hell these things are. We don't know. I mean, they might be radars. I have no idea. So I'm going to move this A6 in. He's got some bombs.
Roger. Turn 142.
Like, these things are not radiating a radar. So it's not a SAM site. Or if it's a SAM site, his radar's turned off. So I'm going to let this guy get close. And maybe we get some visual on this stuff. Because I'm not sure if that's a target. And I haven't forgot about this sub. It's just I'm going to finish laying out my sonar buoy field first, and then we're going to go back and get him. He's not going anywhere. What's Gambler Flight 3 doing? I'm having a real hard time keeping track of everybody, to be honest with you. All right, he's a fighter. Oh, yeah, he shot down the MiGs. So he was protecting our radar plane. Where's our radar plane at? It's right here. All right, let's make sure he gets really close to the radar plane.
Roger. Turn 2, 1.
So we have really strong air presence to the west. We're very weak to the east, and that's just because we're not... I wonder what these guys are going to do. Like at some point, do these guys turn back to the east? I don't know what the Russian fleet's going to do. Okay, we can read some chat. Yeah, bitrate looks good. Yeah, you guys should have no problems with the stream today. Send some wild weasels. That's what we're doing. We're sending wild weasels up. Could be a couple of AA batteries. It could be that, which is why I'm hesitant to throw any aircraft over there. But I have to identify them somehow. Do we have any recon aircraft? Do we have any of the A5s? Flying Aces 9. Oh, this is our wild weasel. They're still forming up, it looks like. Yep, there they are. That's the fourth one right there. We'll give him a few seconds. Once these guys are formed up, I want to get them going the right direction. And I'm going to try to not launch all the weapons at one target like I did last time. Yeah. All right, this guy's going to be a minute to... Let's take a look at our order of battle here for the flight deck and see if we have any dedicated reconnaissance planes. We have Sea Kings, Vikings, Hawk Kings, Intruder Kings, and Tom Kings. So there's no recon aircraft. I can use the A6 as the recon aircraft, which is what we're doing. Okay, these guys are formed up now.
Roger. Turn.
And let's get you up to a decent altitude for transit, like 36,000 feet.
Altitude 3.
And,
0. Roger. Turn 209.
So this guy's out over the water now. So let's start. Let's bring Gambler Flight 5 down. I'm gonna turn on his radars.
Air search on.
Oh, there we go. Wow. Well, that lit everything up, didn't it? Hold up, we got work to do.
Engage track 7 1.
So the F-14 radar is really good at detecting these small boats.
Engage track.
I honestly didn't know that. So,
1 0.
oh, the more you know.
Away.
Flying Aces 3, right? Let's double check that's not a fishing boat.
Engage track 7 0 1 4.
The consequences for getting a target wrong are really high. So we don't want to do that. And I don't know what to do about this merchant. Our secondary objective is to sink him. And I'm hesitant to do that. One, it's a flippin' oil tanker, and I'm not here to kill the entire Caribbean Sea with a flippin' oil spill. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's turn on Venom Flight's radar and see if we see any more go fast, because that worked really well. Let's turn his radar on.
Air search on. Radar high.
Okay, these guys are at 35. Gambler 5 is at 35. So these F-14s can see those little boats from all the way up here. That's a good radar. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with the merchant. We're just gonna watch him. Start World War III here, Jesus. A bombcat is loaded with bombs. Oh, you know what? I bet you we can put bombs on a bombcat. Here. Because this game does simulate that. I'm just curious if it'll give me the option. I'm going to check. Who said that? War Tank. Good call, dude. Good call. Yeah, there it is. Anti-tank, strike heavy. Yep. The problem is I only got a couple Tomcats. I have a reduced air attachment. I don't have a full air complement, which is good. It makes this game, this scenario, a little more difficult. I'm just being super diligent about not shooting the wrong boats, because that's instant game over if you shoot the wrong boat. I wonder if these guys are like just going to simply fly out. Like if this is a civilian aircraft flying over the water, there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't. How do you know if an aircraft has drugs? Hopefully the game will tell us. Like in reality, they let the plane land and then they go search the plane. That's how you do the planes. So, and taking out drug planes was not in the briefing, so maybe we don't even have to worry about it. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. What's this all about? Oh, that's that narco sub. Okay. This Barracuda. So whatever contact we had up here is faded now. Let's drop an active sonar buoy, see if we can regain it. It's probably a whale. I don't know if I've ever seen a whale in the Caribbean Sea. I've seen whales in the North Atlantic. Pretty far south, too. Depends on time of year. But I've never seen one in the Caribbean. Alright, this dude's about to attack, so we'll watch him for now. There she goes. Be free, little GBU. If we can follow the GBU in. Ah, there we go. We got weapon cam. POV style. Everybody scream freedom. We should look up how much a GBU 10 costs, because that looked pretty expensive. Hey, what's bigger, a GBU 10 or a GBU 12? I've got a big boy and a little boy. I don't know which one's which. Captain Wrecked, how's it going? He says humpbacks breed and hunt in the Caribbean. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've seen all sorts of dolphins and God knows what else in the Caribbean. I just didn't remember if... I mean, I might have saw a whale and just don't remember it. At this point in my life, that's probably the case. I don't know what's going on with me, but I cannot spell for darn. I know this is a big tangent here, but it's really bugging me. I tried to put out one tweet today. I don't tweet that often anymore. I tried to put out one tweet to get people to come and watch the stream today. I had 2 misspellings in that tweet. One was intentional. I was trying to be funny. And then the second one was not intentional. It was a mistake. And I had not only misspelled the word, I had changed the meaning of the word for it to mean the opposite of what the sentence meant. Yeah. I just deleted it. I was like, my brain does not work anymore. I hope that that's just I'm having a bad day, but I'm starting to get concerned about my brain a little bit. Now, I know some of you have been concerned for a while. That's fair. But now I'm on board with you. I'm like, something's not right. I agree. Flying Aces. This is our... Why are these guys not helping? Hold on a second. Flying Aces 3. All right, tangent over, by the way. Sorry. Should let you know. I randomly go on different topics. That's what we do here. All right, that's a go fast. That's a fishing boat. Leave that one alone. Go fast. Go fast. Definitely whale sharks down there. Let's see. Most whales, says Rosovic, have been seen in the Caribbean on the Pacific side. Okay. Yeah, back whenever I was doing drug ops in real life from a submarine, I was on the Pacific side. Well, we were on both sides. We went through the Panama Canal. We did some on one side, some on the other side. You'd be surprised how organized that is, or at least used to be. We were working with Colombia, Panama. We're working with all the other nations and their navies and their coast guards and their air forces. It was like a team effort. I don't know what we do now. It might still be that way, but it doesn't seem like it. Seems like we're doing it on our own right now, which we're more than capable of doing. But, you know, when you're patrolling someone else's backyard, you might want to let them know and work with them a little bit. I don't want to get into that because that's a little, people are really upset about that. I'm just saying, from my perspective, I'm shocked that we don't just do it the way we did it for decades. It kind of worked, you know. It wasn't perfect, but it worked, you know. Anyway, I don't mean, sorry mods, I don't mean to trigger anything in chat. Please don't talk about that stuff in chat, okay? The mods are like, this knucklehead, this guy. Sorry. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Venom Flight right here, and we're gonna figure out who this guy is, because he doesn't have a radar, and he's flying so slow. There's no way. He's either an A-10 or he's a Cessna. I mean, what's slower than an A-10 that's a military plane? Oh, it could be a drone. This could be a drone, yeah. I got to start thinking in modern terms, yeah. Drone warfare is very much a thing. So that's possible. A drug drone. Let's see. Eric says, the choices we make. I know, right? Maddie's triggered, yeah. He's joking. Maddie's on the Discord a lot. He's pretty cool. Just don't tell him I said that. You know, don't want his head to get too big. I got an ASW playing here. What are we doing? Oh, he's doing useless stuff for some reason. I'll tell you what. Instead of doing useless things, let's put some sonar buoys down. Would you stop bringing up the dumb... Ugh. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Try to space these out a little bit. Oh, wow. Doggone it. Ubisoft, get out of here. I think I launched Ubisoft for some reason. Hey, Stasis Void, thanks for the sub. I should go through the subs too. Captain Rec, thanks for the 40 bits. He says a GBU 10 is 2,000 pounds. A GBU 12 is 500. So I wonder why is the GBU 12 a bigger number than the GBU 10 if it's a smaller weapon? That's just how my brain thinks. I wouldn't do that if I was naming the bombs. You know what I'm saying? Here's Gambler Flight 7. That's a fighter. He's protecting our radar plane, so he's doing a good job. Here comes the Barracudas now. We're going to prosecute the submarine here. I just want to make sure there wasn't like another narco sub out there. And there probably is. I just don't see him. Did that guy change course? He's climbing now. All right. Hold on. Gambler Flight 5. Let's bring you guys down, because we're going to take a look at this dude. Bring you down to 1,000 feet. And what's this guy at? This guy's at 300 feet. So, Venom Flight, we're going to have you go down. Uh-oh. Let's try that again. That didn't work at all. There we go. Now it's working.
Roger, go to altitude 1000.
Yeah, I thought these guys would turn around. Like if they're just a civilian flight out there fooling around, I didn't expect them to fly through our air group. But you know what? There's lots of island hopping airplanes in the Caribbean. So that could be that. It could be a commercial flight. Like, no kidding. Let's peel off one of Gambler's planes and have him identify it. Hello?
On station. Bombs away. VID, Trek.
All right, we're bombing somebody. Oh, it's this dude here. Ah, look at this guy. Hauling butt. Listening to his salsa music. He's on the Lido deck thinking everything's fine. When suddenly, America happens.
3, 4.
Now, from his perspective, he's still dancing. He's just in heaven now, that's all. He didn't notice anything. All right. That guy started changing altitude, and then he came back down again, so. All right, let's give specific orders so we don't mess this up. You identify that, and Venom Flight, you identify him. We're still doing air ops up here? Yeah, we're landing a lot of aircraft right now. So whatever. Oh, there, he's back. This guy's doing 9 knots. It could be a very fast narco boat. Submarine, rather. That's an active sonar buoy. I'm going to put a passive one here to hopefully get a classification on this dumb thing. I can't believe we can't see it. That's so silly. Like, let's get you down on the deck. I want you 20 feet off the water and put eyeballs on this thing. What the hell? Oh, yeah, they're going so slow. I think that's why they were wagging their tails, trying to get this guy's attention. Hey, Speranza, thank you for the follow there. Appreciate that. Antique dealers are a special breed. What? I feel like I'm coming in the middle of that conversation. Yeah, Stasis Void, thank you for the resub. I don't know if I said that. I see it up there on my screen. Alonzo, how's things over on Kick? Are we good on Kick? Have we finally banned all the bots over there? You think eventually we would run out of bots, or they would run out of bots. I haven't seen a bot message in forever, so you're doing a great job, and they might all be gone too. Oh, here we go. Okay, so by identifying this, we're seeing them as a little Beechcraft. So technically not a Cessna, but you know, this is what Tom Cruise flew when he was running drugs. What doesn't make sense is if this was an island hopping plane for commercial reasons, they wouldn't be in formation. It would be one plane full of tourists. But our rules are hands off. General aviation. Okay. Hey, rules is rules, right? We're not here to start a war. We're here to finish it. All right, get back up to 20,000 feet. All right, and the same with this one. Not surprising. These guys are probably running drugs, but once they land, they'll get them when they land. That's how that works. All right, let's get you guys back up to 20,000 so you don't waste your fuel. All right, so this chucklehead, he's going to come in and do some visual reconnaissance. Let's get him down to 1,000 feet. We got him. I'm going to push that sonar buoy out to here so we get a classification on him. He's doing 7 knots. That's what the other narco sub was doing. Someone just shot. What the hell's going on? Is that a whale or not? What the hell is that? What the hell did we just sink? Oh, this one, a go fast. Okay, whew. I was getting nervous there. We have another go fast here.
Roger,
All right, Flying Ace is 3. I thought I gave them a target, but let's double check. Flying Ace Flight 3. Yeah. All right, so we're going to use the GBU-12 is the small boy. So we're going to save some taxpayer money, use the small bomb on these guys.
Engage track 7013.
Yeah, the helicopter's doing his best. I like if the whale doesn't broach, then we can't see it, obviously. I might be chasing a whale. Or it could be a kilo. We don't know. Come on, man. Okay. I'm going to move my circle down here. I'm going to repurpose my range circle for these targets. 12 nautical mile limit is international waters. So, right about there. Yeah. Oh, man, I guessed that pretty close. So I'm going to come right to here in orbit and just see if we get lucky. See if they light off a radar. See if maybe we can see them. I don't know. I thought about asking chat what to do with the merchant, but I know you guys are going to say sink it, so I don't even need to ask you. Yeah, I'm wondering if,
On station.
like this Russian fleet, I'm assuming this is the Russian fleet.
Buoy away.
Oh, well, we can go find out. Let's finish these go fast, and then I'm going to go down here, and we're going to recon this area. We'll verify that's the Russian fleet. It may not change the calculus on what this merchant's doing, though. This merchant's running to them. So, I think these guys here are general aviation because they're the same speed as everybody else. I'm going to go ahead and mark them as neutral, so we don't accidentally shoot them down. Hey, bombs away. Oh, no. Why did you drop 2? Well, we're going to double tap this lucky guy. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Hey, listen, it is Friday. Yeah. I don't think there's any swimmers after that. Oh, my Lord.
On station.
All right, so Flying Aces 3. Let's grab you. Let's drop. Well, let's come over here first.
101.
Where's that other plane at? I had another flight over here. What happened to him?
Roger. Turn 109.
All right, I'm going to fly him down here and see what the Russians do with that. I mean, we might get some kind of tasking. They might give us a radio message. That would be nice. I'm just double checking my tasking now. Sink go fast, sink the narco subs, destroy the drug labs. Nothing about planes. The MV Queen, which is right here, is not a primary mission. And we're weapons tight. We've already talked about that. We don't need to... It's odd that we're weapons tight and we have destroyed... We obviously aren't weapons tight on that. Okay. Oh, there it is. Narco sub. Hallelujah. We got him.
Engaging track 7142.
All right, he's turning to engage. It's a special 2-for-1 offer? Yeah, it is. Oh, coffee. That's a cool thing. I've not heard that before, but I get the gist of what you're saying. Where's the splash at? Show me the splash. Oh, no splash. Yeah, these poor narco subs don't stand a chance against a homing torpedo. I mean, the poor guys inside don't even know what's going on. They hear the airplanes overhead. That's about it. Actually, with that diesel engine so loud, no, they don't. They don't even do that. If anything, they got tinnitus.
On station. Buoy away.
Would they hear the ping? No. I can't tell you why either. Just that they don't have a sonar system.
Hit track.
They might hear the actual engine of the torpedo right before it hits. That's maybe. Because the skin of those narco subs is thin. They're made out of sheet metal, basically. They're not designed to dive, except for just below the surface. Which is why we called them semi-submersibles, but calling them submarines fine too. All right. So he's on the surface. Okay, so we're letting them get the crew off. We'll give them 15 minutes. We're going to radio them and tell them that too. He's loitering overhead. That's the smoke from the submarine. So there's a difference between warfare and murder. We're here to practice warfare. Let's oh no, friendly. Okay, there we go.
VID track.
Oh, who just got that order? Barracuda 2, where are you at? Ooh, lordy. I accidentally gave this guy an order and I did not mean to. Looking for Barracuda 2. There he is.
Roger. Turn 0. Ceasefire track.
Yeah. I want you to loiter like right here.
Turn 2.
I accidentally gave him an order to fly all the way across the map. That was not what I meant. And yeah, we're going. All right, he's got about 13 more minutes to get his butt off that sub. All right, so that's our combat air patrol. Flying aces. What are these guys?
On station.
You know what? They've got some bombs, and we have lots of fuel. Actually, we don't have a lot of fuel. Let's have these guys go home. So Flying Aces 4, tell them to go back and get rearmed. RTB.
Roger. RTB.
All right, we lost that sub again. You know what? I'm gonna call him a whale. I think we're wasting too much time on him.
Roger. RTB.
Let's look for more subs. There might be subs in this middle area. We just have... I'm going to close in the box like that. That's the plan.
On station.
We're going to start doing air ops, or air to ground here. Ooh, what's the range? That's an SA-11. What is the range of an SA-11? I don't know. Here it is. SA-11, 18 nautical miles. Let's put some rings up. Just so we don't fly into the circle by accident. Oh, wow. Okay. So he's right. Ah, come on, man. We've got a ground base long-range air search radar there. So that's going to be our primary target for our first package, which should be coming in. There they are. I'm leaving them on this course because this might be targets. I don't know. It's going to be up to this guy here to identify them. I'm basically going to fly right up the coast and identify whatever the hell these are. Okay, that narco sub is still dead in the water. He's on the surface, thinking about the decisions he made in life. His next decision is probably the most important. Gambler Flight 3. Where's my radar plane? There it is.
Roger. Turn 180. Roger. Turn 20.
I'm going to start moving the radar planes closer to land, because if I can get a few more detections down here with their airborne radar, that would make our life a lot easier. We're not getting classification, but we're getting locations. So I know where to look. I just don't want to get surprised by this. I don't want this to be a SAM site. That'd be a hell of a... Yeah, we're going to violate my own rule. We're going to get inside the 12-mile limit there. See what happens. Let's see. Diver says the ad cap is worth 5.5 mil. Oh, yeah. So that's why we want to use the Mark 46. The Mark 46 is a much smaller weapon. I bet you the dumb bomb's probably cheaper than a Mark 46. What's the price on the GBU? Did somebody say that? The GBU 10 and 12, what are those prices? I'm looking to see if I missed it. Someone says, call him a spy and sink him. So far we got one narco sub. There was one over here, I think. Bunch of go fast. All right, second narco sub was there. So we got two of them so far. All right, Flying Aces 3, that's a go fast. All right, what's your altitude? 10,000 feet. Let's get you guys down to about 6,000. And let's drop a GBU 12, just one, on him. So I'm sending Barracuda out here just to say hi to the Russian helicopters. I'm just curious as to what they do. If they start lighting me up with the fire control radar, that's not going to be good. But I don't know what their intent is. They're not answering radio calls. They're steaming towards the merchant, so I assume that they're going to meet with the merchant and maybe escort him to Russia. And I don't have orders to stop that, so... All right, here we go. It's about to get hot down here. Let's see what this is about. All right, of course, it's foggy on the coastline. Ah, it's no good. Can't really see anything. What altitude are we at? We're at 1,000 feet. That's fair. Doing a little course correction. We're flying right towards something interesting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Somebody says more or less 100 million. Okay. I think Maddie's lost his mind. It's too early to be drinking, Maddie. The SA3 rain circle is set to 10.9. It should be 18. The game said 11. Or did I misread it? Maybe I misread it. Let me double check because I don't want to get that wrong. SA11 is... Oh, it's 18. Jesus Christ. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on with my brain today, but I am completely... I'm misspelling words. I'm misremembering things. I am... Oof. I don't know what's happening. Not a good sign. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It sure is. Yeah. Am I smelling burnt toast? No, but I know what you're talking about. I just smell burnt coffee beans because this is coffee and it's awesome.
On station. Buoy away.
What are we dropping buoys on? Oh yeah, I'm setting up another buoy field up here to the north. So we've got a good buoy field there. I just kind of need to fill in this middle part. Right now we got eyeballs on the surface narco sub, giving him a chance to surrender and getting the guys off the boat. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Roger. Turn.
All right, I'm going to tell him to fly in and identify. His order now is to put eyeballs on whatever the hell this is. And if it shoots back, we'll come and get you. I really don't want to be doing this. Do you have a radar? He does. His radar is on, but I don't know if this radar... It's probably a naval radar that doesn't work on land, right? I imagine. There's one of those white boxes again. I'll have to ask Sent what this is. This could just be a glitch in the game. Oh, wow, whoa, whoa. What is that? It's friendly, whatever the hell it is. Oh, those are anti-ship missiles. That's not friendly at all. But it's also not a target, so okay, fine.
Roger. Turn 054.
Well, shoot. Okay. Well, I'm going to mark those. What kind of anti-ship missile are we talking about here? Crap. I need to go unit reference. Oh, it's YJ-83. Well, the other YJ-83s were air-launched, so... but the weapon range is 97 nautical miles. Alright, so we're staying the hell out of that circle. 97, 97, 97. Close enough.
Bombs away.
Uh-oh. Okay. That's fine. That's a big boy. Oh, that's one of the big bombs. Did I say... I might have told it to drop a GBU-10. Oh. No, it says it's GBU-12. It looks like a big one. Oh, jeez.
Track 7132.
Okay. That's a fishing boat. Leave that one alone. All right, we're good.
Roger. Turn.
Actually, I'm going to have him RTB because he's getting low on gas.
Roger. RTB.
What's this up here?
VID track.
There's something over here to the right. Oh. Bomb that. That's a hostile comm site. Hell yeah. We got a little bit lucky on this one. Is that it right there?
Bombs away.
It sure is. Oh my god, he flung the bomb up in the air. That's called a lofting attack. Never actually seen it work before. Let's see if that actually hits anything. That bomb might still be going to Mars. Oh no.
Bombs away.
Okay.
Buoy
Yeah,
away. Hit track
nicely done.
701.
Oh, we're Winchester. Hey, that's not a problem. This is why we brought these bad boys. Engage with Tomahawk. ICAST. Tomahawk. Tomahawk's a 109. Alright, who's got Tommy? Who's got my Tomahawks? I'm looking for my, there we go. There we go. The Charlie is the... Yeah, Charlie should be the land attack variant. I think Charlie has, like, the sub-munitions. This might be the wrong weapon.
Engage track 70.
Yeah, I think we want to be using the Alpha.
Salvo fire.
I think we're about to drop cluster bombs on a concrete building,
70.
which would not be effective.
1.
We'll see what the game does with that.
Greyhound away. Track
There you go. Good man. Good man.
001.
We're going to have him RTB.
Roger. RTB.
Gambler Flight 5. I don't see any more aircraft coming. So he's actually in a good spot. Flying Ace is 9. This is our seed. I'm going to move my air cover a little bit closer to him.
On station.
There we go.
Turn.
All right, so we want to throw up missiles at the SA-11 and this P-14 radar. Okay. What we got here? I'll start working my way back towards the carrier here. Is that a Barracuda? No, it's my radar plane. Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. That's the upgraded Kirov. Ooh. Oh, is she pretty. Man, I do like this ship a lot. I think it looks beautiful. It's a damn shame I'm going to sink it someday. Yeah, it's got the updated, this is the Mineral, the new version of the Mineral radar. I think they call it Tombstone. I think the land-based version is called Tombstone. You got top pair rather, up there at the top. Cross Swords is somewhere. Oh, the Cross Swords might be replaced by this one. Okay. It's got the new whiz-bang point defense right there. Oh my God, it's a beautiful ship, man. I'll tell you what, the Russian engineers, they know how to make a pretty warship. Ugh, breaks my heart to have to sink her. But that's what we do. Okay, they're friendly right now, so let's not violate their airspace. Let's not do anything to provoke them. That Kirov can lay down some hurt. What's our time on that narco sub? Hey, it's been 16 minutes. Time's up, buddy. Finish him. Finish him.
Engaging track 714.
Okay, so we did a good job. We've got the go fast are all gone, all the ones that we know about. We've sank 3 with the one that we're about to sink. Narco subs. And all we can do is keep looking for more. I have no idea if there's going to be more or not. We want to stay the hell away from this Russian fleet. I'm assuming the Russian fleet will turn back to the east once they meet up with the merchant. That's what I think is going to happen. And our objective is to bomb this area, so I'm going to start moving our carrier back to the west as soon as we can. We don't have anybody in the pattern landing right now, so now's a good time to do that.
Turn to course 260. Hell my.
I don't want to get too close to Cuba because they've already attacked us once. There might be more aircraft coming out of Cuba. All right, we can catch up. Oh, wow. Mighty Jingles is here. How's it going, man? Holy smokes. Good to see you, bro. Haven't talked to you in years. Thank you very much for, I don't know if you remember, but a long time ago, I asked you for some information on the ship you served on, the Shedfield class. And you definitely helped me out a lot with that lecture. I appreciate that. What bugs me to this day is I ended up getting one thing wrong on that lecture. And that was 100% my fault, not yours. And I've always felt bad about that. Because I gave you credit like at the beginning and the end of that lecture. And I think that, I certainly didn't imply any mistakes. But you know how people can be. So I just want to let you know about that. Is that's haunted me for like 3 years now. And that really doubled down. I'll tell you what that triggered. Whenever I made that mistake and I saw it go live on YouTube, I hired a writer. I was like, I can't write my own scripts anymore. I need somebody to check my scripts. Because even with an expert like the Mighty Jingles helping me, giving me information, I still screwed it up. I got the whole lectures right except for one fact. And I am the type of person where that will drive me insane. I had to let that go. So, thank you again for that, and sorry about the mistake. Anyway, so we're blowing up Go Fast today. It's kind of fun. Playing Plinko with fast boats. Our main objective is to destroy these drug labs in this vicinity. This is Colombia and Venezuela. The border's like right along this mountain ridge. So a little bit of both. I'm being really cautious because I don't have that many aircraft. I don't have a full wing, right? I don't have a full, I don't know what you would call it. Our inventory is depleted, both in planes and in munitions. So I'm being super, super careful. And the penalty for shooting a civilian anything is like end of game. So I'm like doubling, triple checking all my targets. All right, so our Flying Aces is finally in position. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to break up this flight a little bit. So let's do that. Let's go to formation. I'm going to have one plane leave formation. I'm going to have him, he's going to come over here and take out this fudge. Who's that? No. I'm supposed to be talking to Flying Aces over here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now I'm talking to the right plane. I want to make sure I got the right plane selected. Okay, there it goes. All right, so this guy's going to go after this SA-10. I'm just doing this for contact management reasons. I'm not saying this is realistic or anything to break him up like this, but it's easier for me to manage if I do it this way. All right, this guy's going to go after the main radar, which is the primary target. Let's get some range circles around these other defenses. We said the range was 18 nautical miles, right? Yeah. So I'm just getting it close.
On station.
Come on, man. There we go. Okay, so we want to stay out of those circles. This could be AAA. This could be a drug lab. We don't know. But it could also be a freaking aspirin hospital. So we're not going to go bombing all willy-nilly. We'll get Willie next. And Nilly knows what he did. What's the range on this thing? Tall King radar. It's air search only. Okay. Oh, it does ESM as well, of course. It's an array. Tall King. Tall King. 324 nautical miles. That's a long ways. Okay, cool. Cool beans, cool beans. Let's see, who else do we have in chat here? SA-10 is 40 nautical miles. Is there an SA-10? It says SA-11, SA-11. SA-11. Right now it says SA-11 on these. And the P-14 is... Well, right now it's just the radar, so I don't see any missiles with that. I'm just double checking I didn't miss an SA-10 somewhere. SA-10 would be bad news. Like, that's no joke. And right now, like I said, I don't know what to deal with. I don't know what to do with the merchant yet. I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to get the primary objectives done first, and then we're going to deal with him. No matter where the merchant goes, I can sink him. I want to see what the Russians do with that merchant. Because if they start escorting him, I'm going to leave him alone, honestly. I'll take the loss on the points. Because I don't want to fight a freaking Kirov. I'm not saying we wouldn't win, but we would take losses for sure. It's not necessary.
On station.
Making sure my boys are where they're supposed to be. This is top cover for my package. So the attack planes are down low. These guys are up here. They got their radars on, looking around. Doing some good work. Look how high the mountains are in Venezuela. It's crazy. Actually, that's Colombia. But still, you know, same region. I think it's called the Andes, right? Aren't the Andes the mountain range that goes all the way down to Peru? Like up and down? Is it the same one? Yeah, it's all the same chain of mountains. I think those are the Andes. Tomahawk C is great for radar stations. Oh, that's true. I could do that. Let me see if I can take it out with this. I've already got my planes overhead. Let me attack them with these planes, and then we'll think about doing that. It's the Andes. Thank you for... Hey, see, look at that. I'm not too bad at geography. I just don't think Denmark is real. I think that's a fictitious entity that the EU made for tax reasons. Oh, my God. Carrying that over from Wednesday. That was so funny. I went back and I watched some of the video from Wednesday. Oh, my God. The chat. You guys lost your mind trying to prove me that Denmark was real. That's hilarious. Oh, it's pretty. I don't know if they've upgraded the visuals in the game, but that looks pretty cool. Please stop with the Denmark jokes. Okay, come on. I was talking about... was it Denmark? Yeah, it might have been Denmark. I don't know. All right, let's move him in. It's a bad Hot Fuzz joke, yeah. We got to find another country to pick on. We've beat Denmark up pretty good. Let's find someone else. Hey, there's another lab. Yeah, so I think we're going to come back through here once we take out these radars, and we'll just bomb all these drug labs. I assume they're not all drug labs, which is why we're going to verify. But once we take out their protection, the network of missiles, I assume they'll still have like AAA, like local protection. Not much we can do about that. We'll just have to brave it. I don't have any electronic warfare planes either. That's something that I noticed. Oh, what's this? Oh, crud. But what the hell? Where's my boy at? Where's my boy? Where's my airplane at? What are you doing over here? Hey, cancel that string of... Get your ass over here. Figure out who this guy is. He's only doing 7 knots. He's probably a narco sub. Thank goodness. Because if that was a kilo, our carrier would be sunk. It says he's hostile, so we can probably just drop on him. I mean, if it turns red, right? Let's just double check. I'm not going to do anything. I'm pretty sure it's a narco sub because it turned the color red. But we're still going to drop a sonar buoy right in front of him. Like right there. We'll verify. If it's a kilo, we're in trouble. Like, that is only 38 miles away. A waycoming torpedo can run for 45 minutes. That's about 30 miles. So we're close to waycoming torpedo range. So we definitely want to get that worked out before we get into that bubble. All right, Narco's done. We're going to keep... Tell you what. We'll just keep that there for now. We don't have any other targets on the map. That's one there. That's one there. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm keeping these guys really high because I don't want there to be any mistakes going down into these valleys. Commodore Jive says, and his fleet of sonar buoys. Yeah, I can't spell buoys either. Every time I write a dumb lecture, I spell that word wrong at least the first 2 times I write it. And then finally I just spell check it. Because apparently PowerPoint can't spell buoy either. I have to use like Word or some other program. And then I just copy paste it into the lecture. Hmm. Hey, this is that. I'm pretty sure that's a whale. We already gave up identifying that. I dropped so many sonar buoys on this thing and it won't tell me what it is. This one, I had a sonar buoy within 10 nautical miles that told me it was a narco sub. So my rationale is, if that's a narco sub, it would have already told me that. The game would have. And I don't know what this guy's... He needs to speed up. How fast can you go? Go faster.
Roger, Buster.
Buster. Take the little handle that's on the left that makes the plane louder and push it. Curious what kind of range they're giving us for the oh yeah. I think it adds the altitude to the range because we're really high. So let's go. Oh, wait a minute. What? AGM-88 Alpha on a radar. It won't let me do it. That's so weird. Huh. Oh, wow. That's really weird. Well, I'm just going to say do this and see what he does. What the fuck? I'm going to turn on his radar and see if that makes a difference. It shouldn't.
Radar high.
Why can't I attack these SAM sites? Like we can... Oh my god. Okay. It's a whole battery. These are little books.
On station.
I love these little things. Yeah.
Buoy away.
So Venezuela has 3 battalions of these. I suppose that would be 1, right? Oh, it makes sense. There's 3 of them. Good job, Sent. Putting the accurate number of air defense battalions in the game. Well done, sir. I'm kind of confused as to why I can't attack it, though. It's obviously radiating. That's how we know its classification. Let me go to information and see what it says. Yeah, flat face Bravo. That's the radar that uses that SAM site. That's the search radar. I can definitely shoot. All right, let me... Wow. Do I not have the weapon I think I have? AGM-88 Alpha is the harm, yeah. Wow, it's so weird. Huh. You know what I'll do? I'll put freaking tomahawks on these things. Is he too high? Can he not shoot a harm at 36,000 feet? That should not be a restraint, but let's just see. Let's have him go down to 10,000.
Roger, go to altitude.
Ooh, careful.
10,
I should have lawn dart this thing into the Andes Mountains. It might be an altitude thing. I could be outside the envelope of the weapon. The target's not emitting. If the target's not emitting, how do I have it? You could be right, but I'm curious as to how I have the target now.
Roger, go to altitude 10,000.
Like what? Do you think my AWACS radar is looking down into these valleys? It might be. It's a good radar. But this one here is tucked away in this little cove. He's in the radar shadow of that radar plane. Maybe not that one. I'm curious. Let me turn off this radar and see what happens.
MCON
I'm going to secure that emitter. See if I lose any targets here. And then there's another one over here. I'm going to have him turn off his radar too.
Secure all emitters. Radar eye.
See if anything changes. Huh. Alright, I don't want to leave those off. I need those radars on, so nothing changed though.
Air search on. Radar
Oh, what the hell's that? Oh, that was the civilian aircraft. Okay. Apparently my radar operators have no memory.
Air search on.
They're like, oh, a new contact. It's not a new contact. It's the same contact. Let's go ahead and reclassify him for him. Help him out a little bit. All right. I guess we're done with him. I can watch this merchant from my AWACS plane now that I know what he is. So I'll have him go back to base as well.
Roger, RTB.
Yeah. Captain Recht is correct. Captain said that this is why Wild Weasel was 2 jets or more, some to pop up and decoy the radars. Yeah. I should have taken some decoys as a secondary. I don't know if that's a choice, but if it is, that would have been a good idea. Now, I'm curious, before I violate... let's go to this Ticonderoga here. Who's got the long-range Tomahawks? Yeah, TLAMC, block attack, 32 of them. I'm just going to Tomahawk these things. Salvo of... if it's a whole battalion. Salvo of 8.
Engaging track 7-0.
Salvo of 8.
Salvo fire. Engage track 7-0.
Salvo of 8.
Salvo engaging track 7-0.
Salvo of 4 on the main radar.
Engaging track 7-0.
Alright, we're going to watch our cruiser do some work.
Salvo fire.
That's 16, 24, 30 missiles. That's almost his entire complement.
Track 7-0-2-3.
What I can do is I can loiter those weasels and see what other radars pop up as the Tomahawks get there. And then we can plink them as they pop up.
0-2-3.
That's the plan. Let me get these oh!
Greyhound away.
What the fuck? Why? Okay, now it's attacking.
0-2-3.
Get your rear end back up to 36,000 feet.
Altitude, roger. Turn 0-6-3.
Huh.
Greyhound away. Track 7.
That's okay. There's still plenty of targets for those Tomahawks to come and destroy.
Greyhound away.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these guys basically overhead. And we'll see what new targets come up. If any. We can watch this attack happen. This should go right after the search radar.
Track 7.
Coming out of the heavens.
2-3. Greyhound away. Track 7.
There's no fishing submarines left? Yeah. We haven't seen any more. Well, we do have that one, I suppose. I'll check on it here in a second.
Track 7.
So he is trying to defend himself. That's cool. Good luck hitting this little thing. Oh, well, damn it.
Greyhound away.
Fine.
Hit track 7-0-2-3.
Whee. Tell you what. Why don't you put eyeballs on that?
Greyhound away. Track
Everybody else is going to loiter.
7-0-2-5.
Where'd he go? There he is. We're getting there.
Track 7-0.
This guy might be the slowest launching platform we have in the Navy.
Greyhound away. Track 7-0-2-5.
You know, we used to have to manually enter in these data packages.
On station.
I'm sure they don't do it this way anymore, but to do a launch like this, you would get the data targets long before you ever launched, because it would take that long to put the data in the missile.
Greyhound away.
Long before.
Track
I'm sure it's all digital now. It probably comes instantly now. Hey, Robert, thanks for the super chat. No message. Okay. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Check out that A6. Which one? I have a couple of A6s. Oh, yeah, he's not doing the thing I told him to do, is it? He is loitering, though. Let's try this again. Yeah, I understand. I think I see what you're saying. I want to put eyeballs on whatever the hell this thing is. Oh, it keeps moving. There might be more than one thing here.
Track 7024. Greyhound away. Track
Actually, if I can take this radar out, I will. I'm going to get really close to it and see what happens.
Greyhound away. Track
I suspect that these are all the drug labs. We don't know for sure.
Greyhound away. Track
And as we identify them, I can put like a couple tomahawks on them. Obviously not from the cruiser. The cruiser's going to be out of tomahawks here real quick.
Greyhound away. Track 7024.
My goodness, he's still going.
Greyhound away. Track 7024.
Back when the program missiles had 300 baud, yeah.
Greyhound away. Track
Yeah, I can't talk about missile stuff. One, I don't know a lot about it, to be honest with you. But it's also really sensitive, so we'll not go into any details about that stuff. That was outside my job, but I had a lot of good friends that were fire controlmen, so we talked a lot. And now we actually talked while we were loading fucking data packages or targeting packages.
Greyhound away.
I don't think that was in accordance with the procedure, but that's what we did.
026.
It's not step 3, talk to Aaron. Nope.
Greyhound away. Track 7026.
Hey, there we go, narco sub. Now that we know for sure what he is, we can cancel that order. Tell him to go straight in with the Mark 46 and
Engage track
encourage him to come to the surface.
2.
I'm keeping this circle here because if this goes hot, I want to have something ready to measure ranges. This is another attack. You know what we can do with you? Let's have him RTB. There's no more surface targets anyway. There might be submarines, but he doesn't have the right weapon for a submarine, so I'll have him RTB.
Roger, RTB.
All right. And we're going to watch. We kind of want to keep an eye on this because this could surprise the hell out of us. We don't want that to happen. We could nuke the whales. It is Friday. You want the radar that is controlling the missiles to turn on? I know, yeah. I do, you're right. And we had that whenever we launched the harms at it. We already launched some harms at this one, but their defense is so tight. They shot the 2 harms down. That's why I'm shooting bucket loads of tomahawks into this into these battalions. Each battalion location is getting 8 tomahawks. I expect 1 will get through, maybe 2. And then I've got the planes overhead to assist. You know. I'm curious if this guy, if that's 18 nautical miles, he's probably inside 20. So let's nope, still won't take the order. Okay, that's fine. How far off the ground are you? I want you to fly down there and identify that guy. Oh, he won't do it. Okay. Let's take you down to 10,000 feet then.
Altitude 1 on station.
Somebody's on station.
Station.
Oh, okay, that's all these guys are on station. Okay. This guy's spiraling down. I'm just being really careful not to fly within 11 or 18 nautical miles of that SA-11. See, the SA-11 is right over that way, where my cursor's at. I'm still out of his range. Okay, he responded to the order, but his status says loitering. We'll have to see. I'm gonna walk him all the way down if I have to, manually. We're not being shot at. I don't see any AAA, so far so good, right? I just want to make sure it's not like an aspirin factory or something silly. Uh-oh. Okay. Game pause there for a second. Making sure my stream's okay. All right, so we're at 10,000 feet, leveled off. Still won't do it, so let's go down a little bit lower. Let's go down to 3,000 feet. I'm having him fly towards the target, so at least I'll know where it's at, what direction it's in. All right, so it's somewhere up ahead. It's not shooting at us, whatever it is, so it may not even be a target.
Roger, turn 2-2.
All right, we're going to fly right over it. Oh, it's a target. What the hell is it? Some tents. Okay. Well, you know what tents get? They get a Tomahawk. Oh, shit. Let's try it again.
Engaging track 7136. Salvo fire. Greyhound away. Track.
Okay.
71. Roger. Turn 2.
I'm going to have this guy go down low and see if I can trigger anything here.
Hit track 7152. Roger. Turn 198. Roger. Go to altitude 6000.
All right, somewhere below us is a radar.
Roger. Go to altitude 3000.
Here we go. Robert says, did you serve on the Houston that got pwned by the Gotland? No, I did not, but I know what you're talking about. The Gotland did a good job. Yeah, the Gotland is a very good and well awarded Swedish submarine. They pulled in after they simulated sinking our carrier in 2004 and 2005. It was they did so well, we extended their stay here in San Diego back then. And she sank a lot of U.S. platforms in that war game. She did more than one war game. She did so well in the first war game, we had her back for a second one. And I'm pretty sure instead of going all the way back to Sweden from San Diego, which is a hell of a long transit, she just stayed in San Diego the whole time. But yeah, you guys have got to be right. This radar just must not be turned on. I'm doing circles overhead, and they refuse to turn the radar on, which is really smart. So credit to them for not being dumb. But it's also not protected. It's got to be right on the edge of this water. It's somewhere right down here. Well, let me fly over it and see what happens.
Roger.
Who's-
Turn 174.
Oh, is it underwater? No way. Sent, did you put this radar in a lake? You chucklehead.
On station.
That might be why we can't see it. Oh, it's right there. It's that flat spot. It's not in a lake. Okay. Well, we're just going to orbit it until we blow it up with tomahawks. As you do. All right, we're going to have you come over here. This is probably another tent.
187.
Well, this guy really can't do much. I'll tell you what, let's take this guy.
Roger. Turn
I bet you all of these are tents.
9.
All right, we did damage that submarine. He's on the surface. He's evacuating. We're going to give him 15 minutes to let the crew off. Good job. We still have no idea what this guy is. I'm almost certain it's a whale. Have him RTB.
Roger. RTB.
You know what we can do.
Roger. Turn 1.
There's a target down here. We'll see what that is. Oh, jeez, come on. There we go.
Roger. Go to altitude.
Want to bring all these guys down low.
0, 0, 0. Roger. Go to altitude. 3, 0, 0, 0.
Tents are drug factories on Friday? Yeah. I wouldn't have shot it if it didn't turn red, but that's the game's way of letting us know, yep, this is your target. You found it. Good job. It'll be interesting to see how many of my tomahawks get through these battalions. I could just bring... that's what we'll do. I'm not going to hang my hat on this tomahawk attack. We're going to launch... we only need a couple of A6s with a couple bombs slung underneath. Oh, let's do the Bombcat. That'll be fun. Heavy strike is, a bunch of Mark 84s. What's long range strike? Paveways. You know what? Mark 84s are fun. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's do that. I want to drop heavy on this guy. All right, 2 planes full of bombs. Let's go have some fun. The SA-11s are not a mission objective, so even if we don't take those out, that's fine. All that does is it clears up a lane to get to this target with a tomahawk if I need to. All right, there you go. Move him over that way. Everybody's got their orders now.
On station.
Pretty sure we can actually start compressing time now. Just a little bit. I don't feel comfortable doing that early in the game because of all the surprises. Scent builds very good and detailed scenarios, as you can see. So I don't feel comfortable going into any kind of time compression for the first couple hours. But I think we have a handle on the situation now. This is our 3rd or 4th narco sub. So the only question is the Russian question. Are they going to attack us? There's not much I can do to stop it. But I certainly don't want to start it by attacking them first. Plus, I'm actually forbidden from attacking them right now. I can't. Oh, you wanted CBUs and napalm? Yeah. Well, we'll watch the Tomahawk attack on that comms building when that happens. I'm paying attention to it.
On station.
Oh, hey, that's our Bombcats. Let's grab those knuckleheads. They took off quick. I like that. Good job, guys. Actually, let's do this.
Roger. Turn
I always like to give them an order to get away from the fleet first. And then from there we can give them, like, come up to transit altitude. That way you don't burn all your gas getting here. And, alright, some more tents. Let's grab you. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of tomahawks on that one. Salvo of 2. Also salvo of 2 over here. And then for my final salvo of 2 right there. This guy's at 6,000 feet. It's getting dark. So I want you to fly over that. Come down to 3,000 feet. Oh, shit. Sorry. All right, we still have another Tomahawk coming in. Palm on. I'm trying to... There we go. Yeah, I was afraid of that. These Tomahawks are not meant for reinforced targets. Not that this would really be reinforced, but we basically just dropped a bunch of cluster bombs on a building. It's not going to destroy it. You want to shoot the Tomahawk Alpha. That's got the solid 1,000 pound warhead, or 800 pound, whatever it is. It's big. Big enough. That's why dropping the cluster bombs on the tents won't be a big deal. It'll definitely tear a tent apart, but obviously not that one. Where's South Carolina at? What you got for us? You know what we can do? Well, I don't want to go inside the circle and get shot with those dumbass anti-ship cruise missiles. I was thinking about doing some gun shore bombardment. But I think it's safer if we take our bombcats and make this comm site their first target. So we'll have him go there. Hey, we finally saw that. So let's grab... How many... I think we're out of... I have got 4 more. So let's do a salvo of 2 on this tent. Okay. So everybody's got missiles assigned to them. The Tomahawks, the bombcats are my backup. Whatever survives this Tomahawk barrage, the bombcats will go in and finish. Just like they're doing with the comm site. And how many minutes do we have on that town? Yeah, we still got 7 minutes left on that narco sub. So, where's he at? Did he sink already? What the? Did you lose track of him? Come on, bro. Apparently he's not on the surface anymore. If he's not on the surface, we can go ahead and sink him. Because then he's not evacuating if he's not on the surface. That's my rationale. He's probably sinking out. We'll just finish him off so he's not lingering there. Everyone's going to have a party. That's right. NT says, Jive, can you set aircraft rally points? Yes, you sure can. I just don't. But you can do that, and I'll show you where. If you go to the flight deck, you see aircraft rally points. You can set them for helicopters, VTOLs, aircraft, you know, all right there in the menu.
On station.
I prefer to do that myself, so. But if you want to do it that way, you certainly can. All right, I think we're ready to... Okay, let's verify that he's not on the surface. Yeah, he's submerged. Finish him off. And then we'll land that Barracuda. I'll turn on my sonars. And if we find another one, that's fine. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. What is really left to be done, I think, is take out these labs. And that'll be the end. I expect that to be the end of the mission, unless we get new tasking. So we'll compress a little bit of time here. The only shoe that can drop that would really surprise me is if Russia goes hostile.
Hit track 7152.
All right, so we just finished off that narco sub. That's our 4th one. He's already returning to base. Excellent. Okay. So it's flying aces. Awesome. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the missiles to get on target. So we're going to watch this wave move in. Yep. Yeah, sinking the merchant is a secondary objective. I haven't decided if I'm going to achieve that one or not. Here's that other helicopter for the Russian fleet. I'll show you the objectives while we're waiting. I'll bring them up again for those of us that missed it the first time. Right here, secondary objective, sink the Queen. MV Queen is this red merchant. Oh, a staying alive mod for sea power would be awesome. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to add that mod to our Cold Waters playthrough this year. We're going to finish our current campaign first, though. However long that takes. I don't expect it'll be that much longer. I think we're doing pretty well. I'm just not looking forward to... I know that we have at least one SEAL team mission coming up in our current playthrough. And that's not going to be fun. But we'll get through it. We'll win it. And hopefully win the campaign shortly afterwards. So one of the reasons why I'm letting this play out is I'm curious if there's any kind of trigger whenever this merchant reaches the Russian fleet, if he turns green. Oh, crap. That scared me. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, whenever Tomahawks go through mountains, you don't want to be in time compression. Crap. Oh, boy. Yeah, this sucks. All right. I got to slow time down. Boy, how long is that going to take? Oh, my God. If you have time compression on, there's a very good chance the Tomahawks that are nap of the earth will slam right into the side of the mountain. I'll go to ×3 and risk it. Because I do have the bomb cats. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't want to do anything that complicates the calculation. $10 to 15 minutes game time. Yeah. I've got it in ×3. That's as fast as I'm comfortable going. It should be able to do the math. But if we start losing Tomahawks, I'm going to slow it down. Matter of fact, I'm going to select one of the lead Tomahawks, because if we lose one, it'll be that guy right there. If that guy goes away, then we know to slow it down to real time. Once they get over flat terrain, we can speed it back up again. Yeah, I do hope that they come out with a Dangerous Waters game, because now, you know, we've got Cold Waters, which is Hunt for Red October 2026, right? We've got this game, which is Command Modern Naval Operations, but for, I'll say for dummies, but it's a little bit easier to operate the interface. And what's in between those two games is a game called Dangerous Waters that many people here may not know about. And it was a fantastic game made by Jane's, the same people that make Jane's Fighting Ships magazines and Jane's Defense Weekly and all those books that have all the really good information on it, in it. There was a few years where they made some good video games. They made an Apache longbow video game, which was fantastic. But unfortunately, it was the year 1997 to 2000, right when Windows ME was coming out. Windows, was it 2000? Vista and ME will run those games, but those were such horrible operating systems. People quickly either went back to XP or Windows 7, and then those games did not operate on the new operating system. So we lost 3 very good games. Fleet Command, which is like this game, Apache Longbow, and then Dangerous Waters. I think there was a few more they made as well, and they were fantastic. But wrong place, wrong time, works on an operating system that doesn't exist anymore. All right, so we're getting through the mountains pretty good. Now's a good time to take a break because it's going to be like 5 minutes, and I'm not going to compress the time anymore. So I'm going to take a break myself. Be right back. That's right. Jane's did have an F-18 one. Yep, sure did. I do miss the longbow one because that was fun. Oops. Be right back. Bye-bye.
On station.
All right, we back. Looks like we're having lasagna for dinner tonight, and that's going to be amazing. Look forward to that. A little bit of lasagna. War is boring. Yeah, if you're winning, it's boring. If war is exciting, you're probably not winning. Hey, Alonzo, how are things over there on Kick? Have we had anybody on Kick today besides bots? Don't count bots. I'm curious as to how many bots you kicked off the platform today, though. See what the bot kill count is over there. We got back to our chairs at the same time. Yeah, you and I are on the same schedule. That's nice. That is nice. Oh, I remember IAF. Yeah, there was a game called IAF. It was probably made by Jane's. I don't know if I bought that one. All right, we're about to find out how these missiles are going to perform. Let's go ahead and watch them. Uh-oh, what happened to my sound? I got music, but I don't have missile sound. Tomahawks are not silent. they have like a turbine whine to them. No bots so far. Awesome. Well, good job, Kick and Alonzo, for getting them off the platform. All right, we're going to slow down to real time because now we're inside their defensive engagement bubble. We're probably going to surprise the hell out of this defense, air defense battalion. How finished is Sea Power? I don't know how far they're going to go. They did produce a roadmap last year that went through the entire, I believe, 2026. So, well, it was at least to the summertime. So you got at least that far to go. And that's assuming nothing slips, right? It's been a while since I looked at the roadmap, but there's a lot that they want to add to this game. So our the missile battery is how many? Does it say 11? It's red. It's hard to read. 12. It's 12 nautical miles in front of us. The only reason why they're not shooting us is they don't see us yet. This is why this might work. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm just curious. There's missiles somewhere. Someone shooting missiles. Is it us? Okay, it's... Okay. Oh, someone is shooting at us. A missile just went right by. Oh, here they come. I see them now. So they're engaging us at 9 nautical miles. Well, probably 10. Holy smokes, look how many. Ooh. Yeah, so we might want to launch straight up bombers. I don't know if any of these missiles are going to get through this. Holy cow. Look at that. Yeah. They got one behind me. They didn't get this one, but the one behind me they got. Oh crap, they got that one too. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, none of those are going to get through, I don't think. Let's make sure that they don't do a follow-up attack. I don't want any follow-up attacks. Okay, good. I mean, the tents are going to get hit, and that's about it. Which is the goal, so. Where's my bombers at? Where are they at? Oh my god, they're here. Oh, wow. That was fast. Huh. Okay, let's bring you guys down to... Well, it's nighttime.
Roger, go to altitude 1000.
I'm going to bring these guys in one at a time. Because I want to save some bombs for these tents. Because obviously we're not going to get all the tents now. Going down. They didn't used to be silent earlier? Well, no. I mean, if you've ever heard of... There's like lots of video online of Tomahawk missiles going over, like in Baghdad. You can hear them going by. It sounds like a whine. That's what I was going off of. Let me get them a little bit closer. How many miles are they away? They're 16 miles away. All right. Still going down. There we go. That's the ocean. Don't want to hit that. We're going to get to our loiter position, then I'll peel off the wingman, have him do the bomb run. See if any of our missiles got through. No. Yeah, there's only one left, and there's no way he's going to hit anything. All right, so what's bigger, a Mark 82 or a Mark 84? Because we got big boy bombs and little boy bombs. I want to drop a big boy bomb on this building. I'm not sure which one is the big one. Okay, we have Mark 82 and Mark 84. Okay. You chuckleheads. Swear to God.
On station.
All right, so the Mark 82 is it just says heavy. What the fuck? Mark 84, what does this one say? This is the Mark 84, it says heavy. What? Hold on a second. This is really dumb. Oh, there it is, 500 pounds. Okay, so the Mark 84 is 2,000 pounds. We want to drop Mark 84 on the building. All right, let's peel off the wingman. Engage with Mark 84 on the comm side. Just one.
0, 0, 1.
Okay, I had the wrong one selected. Okay, here we go. I hope he only drops one bomb. I told him what kind of bomb. I didn't say how many. So he might drop all of them, which would be hilarious. So I'm gonna let him do it, just for the comedy of it. Because I mean, if I was the pilot, my orders was to drop this particular type of bomb on that target. Is getting all of them. I'm dropping all the bombs, all the Type 82s or 84s that I told him to. Yeah. Yeah, they're shooting down the other Tomahawks right now. Doggone it. Oh, hey, we got a hit on one of the radars. Or that might have been the tent. No, we hit an SA-10 site. Awesome. Oh, you're way too low. He's going to get fragged. Okay, this is not a high drag bomb. Okay, he's popping up. He's got a little self-survival common sense. I was going to let him do it. I'd be like, listen, you live in Colombia now, pilot. But he's going up to, God, at least 3,000 feet, right? Is he going to blow himself up? Oh, my God. We might see him frag himself. Oh, my God, he dropped the ball. Oh, my God. Cartel communications has been destroyed. Okay. Well, apparently that's not modeled. He dropped every single one of them. Okay. Listen, that's fair. I didn't tell him not to do that. Oh, shit. So, hold on. Okay, Russia's still friendly. Let's come over here and bomb these guys. Wait a second. What's going on? Yeah, okay. Mark 82. Mark 82. I want you to use one. Well, let me tell you how many. Oh, I can't tell him how many. All right, fine.
Engage track 7003.
I guess he's going to drop all of them. That means we're going to need more planes. Son of a gun. Oh, shit. What's this? Why is he red? Okay, I don't know. That was weird. I guess those were drug planes after all. All right, let's. I guess we'll take the intruders with their bombs. Pave ways. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Give me 8. I don't want to have to go back. We're gonna do this all in one flight. Well, it's gonna be 2 flights, but still. So this is interesting. It looks like these 2 ships, they're just gonna pass each other. So far. Oh, here we go. We'll watch this happen. Yeah, we're right above the treetops. We're knocking leaves off with our Tomahawk. We're going to pop up over this hill, and there's going to be a SAM site right there. Hopefully we can hit it. I'm hoping that his SAMs are slamming into the side of the mountain here, on the other side. Because here we come. We pop up over the trees here. There's the battalion right there. Oh, yeah, we got a hit on him. Something blew up. Oh. No, we hit a tree. Take that, communist tree. Alright, so our Tomahawk attack was really ineffective. Not effective at all. I bet you I can now. I could probably shoot at the SAM sites now. Let me just see if I can. Nope. Never mind. Oh wait, it's doing something. It might do it. Okay, so these radars are definitely turned on now. Just one? Come on, bro. There we go. That's better. Okay, I'm going to tell him to shoot all four.
Engaging track 7025. Salvo fire. Weapon away. Weapon away. Roger, RTB.
Okay, he's going to RTB. That's great. So we did get the one tent. This guy's about to bomb the bejesus out of the other one.
Roger, turn 252.
We'll watch that bombing when it happens, which is going to be any minute now. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't think this is going to work either, but I just thought I'd give it a shot. If we just fired all at once, see what happens. Probably nothing. Man, these things really loft up there, don't they? The problem with doing this is it makes them really easy to be targeted by the air defense. So I'm just hoping I can overwhelm the air defense, but it's a whole battalion with at least 6 batteries. You're going to need more than 6 missiles. I'm hoping some of the batteries are exhausted from defending against the Tomahawk attack is what I'm kind of gambling on. But it doesn't look like it. They're shooting a lot of weapons at us. Yeah. I know reload is simulated in the game. I just haven't exhausted the battery as much as I thought I did. Yeah, they defended themselves quite capably. Okay. Did he already bomb? Nope. There's some bombs right there. Okay. Oh, my other flight should be up by now. There they are. Let's get you guys down this way. Get you guys down that way. Also get you up to a good altitude. All right. That guy's gonna go there. Once this guy drops his bombs, he'll probably go back to home plate because he won't have any more weapons after this. Oh, Viper, you were at Ingle? That's a good Air Force base. I know where that's at. It's in Florida. Ingle Air Force Base. If it's what I'm thinking of. Pretty sure, yeah. It's up there in the Panhandle, right? All right, so the target's on that little piece of land here. All right, yeah, he's popping up. He's going to drop all 4 Mark 82s. I can't change that, apparently. I've tried. It won't let me do it. Because ideally, I would only want to drop 1. Because we're dropping a bomb on a missile. The missile will blow up and blow up the other missiles. But I'll have to give him a flashlight because we can't see nothing. There go the bombs. We'll try and look behind him, see if we can see the explosions. There they are. All right, we got that one. Hey, use your 20 millimeter on that guy. I'm gonna try and strafe it with 20 millimeter. Good lord. This guy's gonna crash his plane. You're a naval aviator. You're supposed to be good at this. Oh man, our gun's not effective against... they may not be effective. That's fine. I'm gonna have him RTB. I'll have his wingman take care of this. Alright, we're gonna watch this guy go in, bomb the bejesus out of him. And then the A6s will take out whatever's left of the tents. Oh my god, he threw it up in the air again, because you're an idiot. Oh my, he threw all 4 of them up there. Well, I hope they come back down somewhere near the target. Yep, here they come. That's wild. Bomb lofting is a real thing. You can do that, but it's not necessary in this case. Yeah, you completely missed because you're a moron. Alright, he's going to re-attack, he says. Man. Bunch of dum-dums I'm working with. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this plane. Well, I'm going to leave him here for now because we've got to do battle damage assessment. So let's go back and watch this second bombing attack. Hope this one's more successful than that last one. We invented lobbing carpet bombing. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Screenshot that. Collateral damage is the best kind of damage. Holy smokes. Talk about overkill. All right. Son of a gun. I don't know what to do about the merchant. I mean, I guess we're going to have to sink it. I just know that that's not going to end well. Shit. Yeah. How much fuel do we have left in our radar planes? Ooh, it's getting low. It's getting low. How many radar planes do we have on the carrier right now? Probably none. Oh, no, we've got 2. Okay. So I can cycle the radar planes out. That's not a big deal. The big deal is going to be, what do the Russians do when I sink that merchant? Do they write a strongly worded letter? How many do we have? All right, I'm going to prepare for the worst here. Focus here. Come on, man. It's not letting me select the damn aircraft carrier. All right, flight deck. I want a bar cap between me and those damn Russians. Ooh. We have no more airplanes. Huh. Oh, well, you know what? The intruder can fire air-to-air missiles, which is really crazy. I didn't know you could do that. Or you may not be able to, but this game you can. Okay. Where is my Tomcat? So I've got the 2 Bombcats returning to base. I can fuel them back up as a bar cap. We've got Gambler 7 here. How much fuel do you have? Oh, he's got a bajillion gallons. He's fine. All right, so there's my bar cap right there. There he is. How far away are these chuckle faces? So, if they decide to get frisky and start shooting me... Oh my god. Yeah, we want to stay outside that bubble. So let's move some people back. Close out 3. Let's move you north.
Roger, turn 3.
And who's that? Gambler 7. Gambler 7.
Roger, turn
Gonna move you that way.
4.
Yeah, we want to move you west for sure. Matter of fact, you need to speed the hell up.
Ahead flank. Maneuvering eye.
Where's my cruiser at? There he is. Let's speed you up as well.
Ahead flank.
I want as much mutual protection as possible. Try and consolidate my fleet units here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and sink the merchant. And then if the Russians do attack, I'll have some units in place to help defend against that. Yeah, that's my thought process. Who else can help with that? We have Gambler Flights 4 and 5. How much fuel do you have? Oof, not much.
Roger, turn 5.
Where's Gambler Flight 4 at? There he is. Okay, he's RTB. Oh, it's Flight 3. I read the wrong one. He's going back too. Okay, so that's it. All right, these guys are going to bomb tents. Not that that's very exciting, but that's the mission. These guys as well. Yeah. So I'm basically gonna drive them right downtown. We're gonna bomb this radar, that tent, and that tent. These tents right here should be taken out by the Tomahawks that are on the way. All right, we can speed time up now. Because even if these Tomahawks slam into the side of a mountain, well, I'll have more than enough bombs coming in to win the game for sure. But what's not going to be winnable is this merchant question. This is if I had a submarine, it would be completely no problem. But I'm very concerned. This is a badass. A Slava and a Kirov is a nightmare pair for us. If they decide to attack us, that's going to be a lot of missiles. I'm kind of surprised Cuba didn't come down with another attack. Maybe I spoke too soon, too. You know, who knows? Okay.
Roger, turn. Hit track 7138.
I think that was a tent.
Roger, turn 125.
Okay. Oh, wow, the tent's still there. Well, that sucks. That's okay. Like I said, the A6 is coming down. We'll take care of it. These two flights right here. There's Venom Flight 1. He can help out, too. Let's get him in position. So I'm just putting as many air assets as I can between my destroyer and that damn Kirov to assist in fleet defense. Didn't I tell... Hold on a second. I'm expecting more planes and I'm not seeing them, so I don't know what's going on. Let me slow time back down again. Let's take a look at the deck. Alright, there's no more planes on the Cat. Let's take a look at their flight deck orders. Everybody's RTB. So this is it. Oh, did they stick 6 planes in one air? Oh, they did. Oh, no, they didn't. It says this is 4 planes. Could have swore I said to launch 6. If I open the menu up, it's only 4. I'm missing 2 planes. These 2 are different. These 2 are bombing planes. And that's okay. I should have 2 more A6s on this ship. And I don't. And they're not being... Oh, wait. No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I might have miscounted. How much fuel do I have left in this thing? Radar plane. All right, he's got enough fuel. We'll find out real fast if Russia wants to get frisky. But apparently they're not interested in protecting that tanker, which is really all I was worried about. Because now that there's some separation, I'm going to take the tanker to task. Okay, you're going to go there. In fact, I want you to speed up. Gambler Flight 7. I'm going to get these guys down. They're up here at 35,000. I need them at like 3.
Roger, go to altitude 3.
Who else do we have?
0.
There was another flight. There it is. Gambler Flight 5. Let's move them down.
Roger, go to altitude 3. 0.
All right. And we'll compress time again. Holy smokes. Yeah, their fuel's coming in quick, isn't it? Okay, Gambler 7 is there. Flying Aces 13. I want them to be pretty close to that bubble. We don't have any interfering targets. We cannot hit that fishing boat. So, pretty open and clear. I'm going to take the merchant out anyway, so if we hit that by accident, that's fine. These guys need to hurry the hell up.
On station.
Wow, those Tomahawk attacks were not effective at all. That sucks.
Dropping tanks.
Yep. All of our planes are getting low on fuel. I'm trying to wrap this up pretty quick. Just because I've got everybody airborne with the weapons that they need. I didn't want to have to recycle them back and then launch them again, get them back on station. If I get this attack done now, we can avoid all that.
On station.
Oh, who's on station? Hold on a second. That might be my missing airplanes. Nope, it's not them. What's your fuel state? Oh my god, that's really bad. Okay, get out of here.
Roger, turn 3, 2.
What's your fuel state? Oh my gosh.
Roger, turn
All these guys are running out of fuel.
0.
Flying Aces 9, where are they going? Okay, they're going home. Okay, good. All right, so all we got to worry about really is this merchant, because the other attack won't happen for quite a while. Those A6s full of bombs are very slow. Where is... All right. Keeping everybody outside that bubble. Okay. Oh, that's the air defense flights that are on station. Where's my radar plane at? There he is.
Roger. Turn 2-4.
He's running low on fuel. That's why we got to get this done. Come on, Betsy. We're about 8 minutes from bombing. Not much to look at because it's nighttime, but
Roger. RTB.
yeah, that's our guys over Columbia running out of fuel. That's expected. All right, I'm going to light up the radars
Radar eye.
because it's nighttime. A nighttime bombing mission is not going to be easy. All right, we are 22 miles out. This tanker's dark. Seven miles. Okay, let's go ahead and slow time down to real time. I'm going to tell the entire flight as one, sink that merchant. All right, Russians are not hostile. This might work. This might work. That's the tanker. He's got a light on. I'm surprised. Usually a tanker like this would go dark if he's trying to be sneaky. Not sure what the probability of hit is at nighttime with a dumb bomb, but we're about to find out.
Bombs away. Roger. Roger. RTB.
All right, the Queen is sunk, and as a result, the SAG goes hostile. I knew it. Okay, yeah, and there they are. Son of a bitch. Okay, fire everything at these knuckleheads. This is why I did this. I mean, fire, like literally everything. Salvo of 20. Every single one of your missiles at the Kirov. I'll get the Slava later. That Kirov's got to die.
Salvo fire. Whip it away.
If they have any missiles left, I'm going to fire them too. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, they fired. They had their solutions in their weapons as well the whole time. Look how fast they fired. Okay, hold on a second. Where are you at? Everybody better be Winchester. I don't want to see a single weapon remaining on these wings. You guys RTB? They are. Okay. Cool beans. What do you have for anti-ship missiles? You've got 8. Okay. Shoot all 8 at the Slava. Where's Slava at? He's in this mess here.
Salvo fire.
This guy's been busy. He's been putting out some warheads.
Bulldog away. Track.
Yep.
Track 7033. Bulldog away. Track 7033.
So the reason why I positioned the F-14s where they were is to engage these incoming shipwreck cruise missiles. So let's go ahead and grab the first flight. Closest one is Gambler 7. Grab them. It's a 2-ship. Whew. We're just going to have to manually tell it to...
Engaging track 7258. 7. Fox 3.
It's not a great angle.
Fox 3.
Let's get Gambler Flight 5 down at a better angle. Because the missiles are coming through this lane right here.
198.
So there's Venom. Venom's already in position, so let's go ahead and get them started. Take that wingman first.
0.
Pick a missile that doesn't already have a target on it. Awesome. God, that's a lot of missiles.
1. Fox 3.
I'm just trying to thin them out. Look how much faster the Tomahawk is than the Harpoon. I did not take that into account. This may not work. They may shoot down every one of these Tomahawks. I wanted them to arrive kind of at the same time, but look how dense the Harpoon cluster is. Like, that was going to grab their attention and still sink the Kirov, I thought. But this line of Tomahawks, they're already engaging it with SAN-20s right now.
Birds away. Track 7.
Ugh.
5. 8.
That sucks. Yeah, this may not work. This is going to be a hell of a fight. I'm trying to get to the... There we go. Trying to show you the ship. These are the upgraded air defense missiles. They're very accurate.
Birds away. Track.
Oh my God.
7. 2. 5.
I
7.
may have botched this attack, and that's not good. Only because I didn't take into account the speed difference between the Tomahawk and the Harpoon. It's significant. Shit. Who is this? Flying Aces. Those guys are going home. Okay. So Gambler 5. Let's grab him. Just have him work on these missiles.
Roger. Turn 1. 3. 4. Fox 1.
There you go. Venom Flight. You go work on a couple as well. Gambler Flight. Looks like we might have got a couple of them. Oh, hey, some got through. Awesome. Oh my, this is unexpected. Some of our Tomahawks got through their first barrage.
Fox 1.
Oh, we might get lucky. I did not do a good job making this attack happen, but hey, I'll take whatever the game gives me at this point. I know it's hard to see. I'm trying to zoom in. That's one of the Tomahawks. There's like 4 to 6 of them that somehow survived. That's the target. That's the Slava. There's the Kirov. Oh my gosh, this might work. Yeah, unless point defense gets him there, he's toast. This will break him in half.
7. 0. 3. 3.
Hell yeah. Those Tomahawks have huge warheads. Much bigger than the Harpoon.
On station.
It's like 3 or 4 times bigger. It's really big. So
Roger. RTB.
Slava is sunk. Excellent. Oh my God, that's huge. So despite my best efforts, we won. Oh shit. Well,
Roger. RTB.
I need you to engage.
Engaging track. Birds away. Track 7. 4.
Hello? Shoot again? What the hell's going on, guys? Shoot.
4.
Alright, I'm going to put him weapons free because this is ridiculous. Yeah, weapons free. I need him to shoot those missiles down. Is he out of, he might be out of missiles? Oh, he's out of the long range ones, yeah. That's why he's, okay.
Greyhound away. Track.
Alright, so they're now getting into the medium range missiles, it looks like. I don't know how many of these I have left. Oh, there we go, 42. Okay, that's plenty.
Greyhound away.
Oh, you're shooting at the dumb. Never mind. Okay, come out of weapons free.
3. 8.
He's trying to destroy these camps. But that's why I've got these guys. Let me quickly task this flight here. I swear to Christ. There it is. Trying to find the right flight. There they are. Okay, you go there. Ace Flight 1, you go down here. And we're going to watch this harpoon attack on the Kirov. This might work, because I've tightened up this attack enough that it should overwhelm the defenses. We'll see what happens here. See that missile plume on the distance? That's the Kirov. This one. All right, harpoon or Kirov is 10 miles away, right there. I'm not sure why it's not firing. It definitely sees the harpoons for sure. Here it comes. Yeah, here comes the fire. Looks like Slava's to the right, sinking. Watch the point defense open up on this. The Kirov is insane. It has the Kashtan point defense, and those things are incredible. It almost looks like it's going after the Slava, but it says on my screen it's going after Kirov. You better hit the Kirov, or else we're in for a long fight if we can't sink this thing. Kirov has over 300 missiles of different varieties. That's a lot of firepower. There goes one of our harpoons. That's the Kashtan. Look at that thing tear apart harpoons, man. This thing is crazy. Ah, so close. Oh, there we go. The message can't learn, or the Soviets can't learn, can they? Once more, they've learned the painful lesson not to go near Americans. Don't touch our boats. We've achieved victory. The scenario will continue. I haven't even bombed the tents yet. There we go. Screenshot that. Yeah. Burn. Burn. Now, his attack is still coming in on us. But that's a moment right there. Pretty good. Okay. Let's defend our carrier. Holy crap. Hey, that thing turned hostile. Was that a submarine the whole time? What the? Okay. I'm curious as to why. I thought it was a whale. Tell you what. I want you to launch a helicopter. Actually, you're in the middle of a missile defense. Don't launch shit. Let's make sure these weapons get taken out, and then we'll go down and bomb the tents. So if we sink this thing, it should tell us what it was. But I bet you it's a whale. And I don't know why it's red.
Birds away, track 7273.
It's fine. We're going to get them. I'm not too worried about that. Okay. We got to be very diligent with this attack here. With these orders. So this is Aces 1. Nope. I want you to drop the GBU 12s. GBU 10s, the big boys, on that one.
Engage track 7140. Engaging track 7026.
Okay, Flying Aces 5. Let's open you up. GBU 10 on that. GBU 10 on that. Alright, so those will all be dead soon, and then all I have is that one last tent. Alright, let's come up here and watch this missile attack. Wow! These little shipwreck missiles are getting close. just one of these would wreck any of our ships. I don't know if one would sink the carrier, but our 2 escorting ships, one shot and done. This missile's the size of a school bus. It's ridiculous. Like, this is what Elon sends to Mars. It's coming at us. Alright, that one's done. Let's get this other one. The nice thing is that it's so big, it's not hard to hit. Which is why I'm surprised it got as close as it did. Oh, all the noises made the whale mad? That's why he's hostile now? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm just going to... Like I said, I'm going to put a weapon on it, and we'll see if it is a submarine. I don't think it is. I know whenever we destroyed the comms center, all those civilian airplanes turned hostile as well. All the Beechcraft. I believe those were drug planes. But in the debrief, it should tell us what they were as well. Oh, shit. Hey, guys. Shoot the effing... Thank you. This is nuts. Why are you not shooting this missile? They're putting a lot of faith in this one rim missile. This would be so funny. If this hits the carrier, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, my God. This might hit the carrier. Oh my God. There's the carrier. Unbelievable. That chaff did nothing, thank God. Holy crap, you morons. There's another one coming, but... Whew, that was way too close. Alright, now that that's done, launch that flipping helicopter, and let's go figure out what this thing is. I don't know if I have any... ASW airplanes? Oh, I do. Huh. All right, let's launch one of those. I'll be much faster than a helicopter. All right, we're bombing tents now. Not much to see.
7137. Engage track 7138.
Well, this guy's bombing from the stratosphere, and I kind of like it. This is going in on that radar station that we were talking about. The one that's right on the beach. I thought it was in the water at first. Yeah, we'll see. You don't have... Yeah, I don't have any defensive electronic warfare. Yeah, I've got no EW. Now, the each ship will have EW, and it uses that automatically. I don't need to tell it to do anything. All right, I don't know what it's going to hit. We'll see what happens here. Oh, yep, it took the radar out. Sorry, it's really hard to see, obviously. Flying Aces 5. Let's get that over. Yeah, to here. We're going to bomb that. Flying Aces 1 is going to come over here. But we're going to watch this guy do his bombing thing first. Let's check on our incoming... Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's the whale. Never mind. Okay, so they shot down all of the anti-ship missiles. And both the Kirov and the Slava are dead. Absolutely wrecked. Okay, that actually went better than it should have because I screwed that attack up. Got a little bit lucky there. Next attack is going to be this one. Basically dropping a big bomb on tents.
Roger, RTB.
Our planes are running out of fuel. Whenever this bomb run's done, our ASW plane will be in the air. All right, he said he dropped the bomb. Let's see where the bomb's at. There it is. Yeah, we haven't dropped any frames on the stream, so if you're having problems, just hit F5 on your end, and that should refresh it. We're doing pretty good here. We're almost done. This is mopping up operations at this point. And then we're going to find out what kind of whale that is. All right, goodbye.
4-0.
Boy Scouts, they gone. Okay, and then this one here. I just want to verify those. That's the end of the targets. So what I don't want to do, I don't want to fly over this flippin', what do you call it? SA-11 site. So instead of doing that, I'm going to have them be right here. I'm going to peel off one plane that's got bombs. And have him leave formation. Here we go, leave formation. Where is he at? Where's he at? Is that him right there? Flying Aces 2? There he is. Okay. What am I listening to? Or him? Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. I thought that was a missile, but it's not. All right. Gambler Flight 11. These guys are all landing, right? Where's my Barracuda? He still hasn't taken off yet. Oh, bombing. Somebody's bombing something. There it is. We're bombing the tents. Why can't it show me the tent? There it is. Give me that. Okay, that drug lab is done, so we can tell this entire flight to go home. That is flight 5. There they are. You guys RTB.
On station. Roger, RTB.
Okay. That Barracuda should have taken off by now, I would think. Where's he at? Where'd he at? Where'd he at? Is he on the elevator? Oh, he's right there. Okay. This guy's taking his time getting in the air. The helicopter's going to beat him to the target. There's Easy Rider right there. He's on his way. There he goes. All right, so we're going to grab him. And we'll just drop the weapon and see what happens. So it's interesting that all of these helicopters didn't turn hostile. I don't want to trigger some kind of loss, so I'm not going to shoot them down, but obviously these were from the Kirov and the Slava. Let's see here. We'll do this bombing run. This will be the last of the primary objectives right here. Unless that's the narco sub. Guys, 25 miles out.
Engaging track.
Tell him to bomb them.
7-1-5-1.
Let's see. Drop a message in general about what? Not sure how it works. Oh, thanks for the sub. Who was that? Sandleg. Hey, Sandleg, thank you for subbing. Yeah, if you guys want to message me, the best place to reach me is on Discord. Because in the evening, whenever I'm done working, I'm usually hanging out in there. Even if I'm not saying anything, I'm usually like, you know, I've got it up on another monitor or something. So just do the @jive and it'll highlight it on my screen. Please don't direct message me on Discord. A lot of people do that, and it's getting to the point to where I'm going to have to turn those off. And I really don't want to do that. But DMs are only for moderators and like that. Okay, that tent's done. Oh, okay, so all the drug labs are toast. We're going to take Flying Aces 1 and have them RTB. You go RTB. Notice how I make sure that they're away from the SAM sites before they go home. That's why I'm not doing this guy yet. Once he's in this area, I'll have him go home. So we're just going around these SAM sites. The SAM sites did their job. I mean, they kept me from going through this area. This is a good area denial strategy, which is the AD of AAAD. So they were successful. All right, let's find out what this great mystery is here. This is, we're going to do two things. We're going to drop a sonar buoy first. Let's compress a lot of time. I don't expect it'll tell me what it is because it hasn't for 3 hours. Buoy's away. Okay. Now we're going to go back to real time. And we're going to put a weapon on it. Oh my god, does it say kilo? It is a kilo. It is a submarine this whole time. Oh my god. We're so lucky we're not dead. How did we avoid him? That little jaunt I took to the north took us out of his torpedo range just enough to not die. Super lucky. Oh my god, super lucky. This is a Russian submarine. I mean, of course I planned this the whole time. That's insane. I was dropping buoys all over this thing, and I couldn't figure out what it was. Clearly, he doesn't have the anti-ship missile mod that the Black Sea Fleet has. Or else he would have been all over us. This is a very dangerous submarine. Holy smokes.
Hit track 7153.
All right, that's it for him. Man, we dodged a bullet there. Holy crap. Okay, super lucky. Super duper lucky. All right, everybody's going home. No more targets. Objectives are complete. Let's see what the score is. Let's see what the score. Okay, so we damaged one of the SAM sites, by the way. So one of the Tomahawks got close enough to hurt somebody. Or it could have been one of our anti-radiation missiles, too. I don't know. Neutral's penalty. We did hit a neutral. We lost 150 points for hitting a neutral. Is my head in the way? No. It's right there. Okay. Everybody's undamaged. That's the big thing. We didn't lose any units. Super good, because that's what's expected. We got 4 narco submarines. It doesn't say if there was a 5th. I assume there wasn't. We did get a decisive victory. I wonder what was the neutral that we hit. I don't know. Does it say here on the tent? 5 tents were killed, but those were all hostile, right? Oh, it says the communication site was civilian, but it called it a cartel communication site and marked it as red. But maybe we weren't supposed to bomb it? That's weird. I don't know about that. It does say civilian right there. If it had said that on the map, I wouldn't have bombed it. On the map, it literally said cartel communication site. Huh. And it's under the enemy losses too, so. But that's possibly where that 150 points, what was subtracted. That might have been the one mistake. Yeah. Red bad, bad equal bomb. That's right, Matty D. Yeah, it's pretty simple. This is not complicated. It's not rocket science. All right. Really fun stream. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday. We're going to wrap it up here. Our next stream is on Wednesday. We have videos coming out every day on the Jive Turkey channel. And I'll see if I can edit this one down into a video. Being 3 hours, that may not work, but we'll see what happens. Either way, you'll always be able to rewatch this one right here on the Sonar and Steel YouTube page, okay? You can also rewatch it on Twitch if you felt like doing it over there. That's fine, too. Okay, have a great weekend, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday. All right, thanks for hanging out. Bye. It's been fun. Very cool. Very cool game. Oh, and great job set. Great scenario, dude. Loved it.